Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anybody notice this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
Finally, look, guys, look, I'm sorry. Okay, I was doing shit. I have a race next weekend, and I was under my car, and I did not look at my clock very often. So, welcome, Nina. Thank God. It finally happened.
Thanks for having me on, Camelot.
I'm so excited. You don't even understand.
Oh my God, I'm excited too.
Calm down. So we're only like 5 seconds in. To give everybody an idea real quick, I do have Nick Rekieta joining here shortly. So he's enjoying himself a little bit today, and then he's going to join here in a little bit. So make sure you're looking forward to that, and we will have Fight Milk coming for your goofy asses if we hit it. Obviously, Derek Kuda, I love you. Dedicated to butt cheeks. Oh man, I appreciate that. She's such a loving cat. So I adopted this new cat because my cat my cat Thor that I've had for like 11 years just disappeared, and I'm assuming a coyote like tore her in like 9 pieces. So
oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so I adopted another cat that suspiciously looks just like her, and named her Mrs. Butt Cheeks. And I have Thor's tag because I took her tag off one day, and I just put it on her. So now she has a Thor tag, but her name is totally not Thor.
Oh, is she like the new like Natalie Portman Thor? I guess Sack Swamped. Okay,
she's kind of a bitch. She won't let me touch her. Like, dude, if I have a girl at my house, she'll like crawl up in their lap. But if I look at her, she runs. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Oh, she's one of those cats. There's certain cats that don't like males, and I bet a lot. Usually, it's boy cats that don't like males, and they usually like females. It's weird. Yeah, I think it's just smells.
Dude, I have a fat ass dude cat. His name's Sushi, and he will everywhere I go. He wants to sit in my lap. Oh. I was at my shop. I was under my car in the shop, and my cats roam. I have a cat door, and they roam all over the place. And I'm just sitting there working on my car, and Sushi walks under the car, and he's just laying in me in the shop. I'm like, "What are you doing under here, dude?"
How many cats do you have?
Just 2, Sushi and Butt Cheeks. Yeah. So yeah, but the female cat, she hates me. Do you have any cats?
I have one. I have my little baby. She's amazing. Her name is Yuki, and she's white and pure.
She's Hold on. No, you're not even white. You can't say that. Or can you say that actually?
I apparently I am white because I'm Persian. So apparently I'm like the original Aryan race.
So you're not Hispanic at all?
No. But
don't you live like in a Hispanic place?
I live in Mexico, but I'm Persian.
I bet everybody's like, "Hey, look at her. She looks kind of like Hispanic." Nope, not at all.
Yeah, like they come up to me and they start speaking Spanish, and I'm like, "Nah, no hablo español."
It's like the movie 300 when dude, what is his name, Xerxes, and then he had like the orgies and stuff like Persia. That's all I see when I see Persia. I just see Xerxes and orgies.
That's amazing. I never watched that movie because that was so insultive to my culture.
What?
So I was like,
oh, come on, dude.
I'm not watching this shit.
It was completely like, it wasn't even kind of realistic. Everybody had some abs,
I know.
Dude, everybody was deformed that was Persian for some reason, which is cool.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not watching this bullshit. Like, they hate me.
You're not even that deformed looking. You look normal. Yeah. So,
I know. It's crazy.
Real quick,
I should watch it at some point.
I watched it 9 times in theaters.
Wow.
So my mom used to do advertising for the theater in my hometown, and I got this little goofy card, like this laminated card, and I could just give it to the people at the movie theater. They would let me go watch a movie. So I would go sometimes on my off days, and I would just go to the movies, and I would just watch like 9 movies. And it got to a point where I just watched 300 like every
over
day.
And over again. That's amazing. I've never even seen it once. I think I should watch it once because I really do like Gerard Butler. So I feel like I should.
Yes.
Watch it.
And then the other dude, I think he plays. What's that dude? It's not Bayamir. It's Faramir. I think his name.
Faramir, yeah.
Yeah, he plays Faramir. He narrates the entire movie, and he has a really cool voice.
Oh, okay. I just watched John Wick. I just came back from
No,
John Wick
shut
4.
your mouth right now.
I won't say anything. I
will
won't say
flip
anything. I'm just
my
telling you that I
studio.
just watched that. So
I'll throw you like a football. Because
can I just say it was good? Can I just say that?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh no, that's encouraged. No,
That's it. It was good.
that's why I'm not looking at the chat right now. I know how they are. So I'm so excited. You know, Disbrew told me it was. Everybody has told me it's so damn good, and I'm like,
It's good. That's good.
And I went to buy tickets yesterday. I was under my car again, and I was working on it, taking the drive shaft off. And I went to buy movie times, and it was sold out for like 2 days. And I was like,
it was sold out for like all the shows for me too. I finally found because I bought my tickets a few days ago, and I was like, oh my god, a matinee show on Saturday. Yes, I'm there. And I was sitting beside like 2 12-year-old boys, which was really awkward, but hey, it is.
I mean, unless it shows titties, unless there's some titties.
There was no titties. You know what? Camelot, I will say this. Your intro, I 100% agree with you. What the hell happened to all the titties?
Yeah,
in movies.
Me and Critical Drinker was on he was on Monday, and we were talking about that. We're like, dude, where'd the titties go? And he's like, yeah, there's just no titties anymore. All you see is dicks. That's it.
It's weird because and you know what it is? I watched one because I've been on a Yellowstone binge recently because I'm reviewing it on my channel. And I was shocked because in season 1, the main girl, have you seen Yellowstone?
No.
Okay, well, maybe you will after this because the main girl in it, full frontal in the first season. And I was like, hold up, nudity? And she's hot. Like she was hot. I was like, titties? Whoa.
Yes.
I was into it. I was like, oh my God. Like
God, holy. I love titties, man. Like, speaking of titties, not really related, but you said so many times, I was watching you on Simpcast or something. I don't remember what I was watching you on. And you on 2 different shows, you mentioned Tulsa King. And I was like, I got to watch this now. And dude, it was amazing.
So good, right?
Yeah, but the main writer apparently left after the first season. And I'm just like, oh no. Oh,
I thought it was Taylor Sheridan. What, didn't he make it? I thought.
They had 2 writers, right? One of the writers actually wrote for The Sopranos back in the day. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and he was the one that co-wrote Tulsa King's first season, and then he left because apparently he wants it to be more mob based, and it's not going in that direction, I guess. I
don't know. I don't know anything about it because it was supposed to be a one-time thing anyway.
Yeah.
And then I guess it was so successful that they were like, you know, do you want to do it again, Sly? And he said yes. So they want to do it now, but I don't know what direction they're going to go into.
I mean, if you keep paying me, I guess I'll do
it. Give me some more money.
Oh my God. Billy Hatcher, by the way, says this super chat's for Shani for helping us get Fight Milk on Wednesday. We love you, Shani, and we love you, Billy Hatcher. Thank you so much. And speaking of Orange Boy, Slaglush joins in saying, looks like Nina's ready to supply the milk for what? Wait, what? Hold on.
Hello.
Also, how about getting Vito and Madison on tonight? A couple guys seemed to really enjoy having them last night. Dude, that was hilarious.
That was wild.
Thank you, Slagulus. Yeah, so I was on Nick's show last night.
I was watching.
And Dick Masterson joins in and brings Vito on. And me and Vito had just had like a damn spat on Twitter about like the pedophile thing. Because like it's he has like a running joke where
I know.
he leans into it. And I get it's a joke, but it's just a weird joke.
It's gross.
And I'm not mean about it. I'm just like, why is this the thing? This is weird, man. Why you do this? And of course he probably gets pissed about it. And I understand. But I don't really care otherwise. But so when he joins, I don't hold grudges or anything about it. I just was honestly like asking, like, why this is a weird joke to keep going. I don't really know. I feel like that's what I would not want to joke about. But yeah, it's all good. I didn't have a problem with him. So
I have a problem with him. I think he's disgusting. But
yeah, I mean, we all can agree on that.
Yeah, he's fucking gross. I don't get that joke. I'm like, ugh, gross. Whatever. I mean, I don't. It's just not. He's just not my type of humor, I guess.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird to me. I just don't. I don't get it. And I remember, which it sucks because I remember watching. I think he did a review of like Star Wars: The Last Jedi. It was like an hour-long thing. And there was this point where he's like, what's going to happen with Snoke, and like you think something's going to happen. And then he kept saying, gotcha. He's like, gotcha. And it's like, actually, he's nobody. And it's like, who's Rey's parents? Gotcha. It's actually nobody. And it was such a great video. I was like, dude, this is amazing. This dude's awesome. And then, of course, the next year happened, and that was all.
And then it was Cuties.
Yeah. What?
And he's like, oh my God, Cuties is great.
Yeah. And he's like, don't tell me you're not turned on by a 10-year-old. And I'm like, no, Vito, don't say that. What are you doing?
Yeah, we have history, Vito and I. He like crashed one of my streams very early on when I first started breaking the narrative. And I had a whole show about kind of like how pedophilia is becoming normalized in society. And they want to kind of make it the P into the LGBTQ plus and have it become a protected class.
Yeah.
And he basically came on and defended pedos, and
of course he did.
but went on about how he has sympathy for them and their plight. So
yeah, I've heard. So that's what I've heard before. I've heard people say, it is bad, but like these people are suffering from a condition, and we need to not be so angry at them unless they're actively offending.
Exactly. Unless they're actively offending. I'm like, if they're not actively offending, I don't need to know about it. If I know about it, then go fuck yourself.
How about we actively throw them in the wood chipper? That's what I think we should do. Like,
he's not about that. He's not about that.
Dude,
he's about getting them help.
I want the mom.
Those little pedophiles, Camelot.
Yeah, dude.
The poor little pedophiles need our help and our sympathy.
I want to take the pitchforks and the fire like with Frankenstein's monster, and I just want to chase him up into the damn thing, and I want to burn that bitch down. That's what I want to do. Like,
I'm with you.
All in there. Like, God, it's just it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But
everybody's got a line. That's where I draw my line. Like when you bring kids into it, I'm just not down.
No, absolutely not. Like I've talked about this to so many people, and people don't get it because look, I'm laid back as hell. I considered myself a liberal when I was in my 20s.
Same.
And then I kind of stayed there, but everything else moved for some reason. So now I'm just a conservative somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Same, dude. Same.
I'm like, you know what? I believe in freedom of speech. And they're like, well, you're all right. And I'm like,
white supremacist son of a bitch.
I don't understand. So yeah. But at any rate, I'll be like, look, dude, I don't care what you do. You can transition. You can go in the bathroom. I don't even give a fuck, dude. Like, do whatever you want to do. Like, just make sure that the people involved are 18 plus. That's the hard line, and then be done with it. And it's like,
I love that. I love that one tweet from Blair White, because she made a tweet a couple weeks ago, and she said, like, I'm just abbreviating, but she basically said all the LGBTQ had to do was not to get the kids involved. That's all we had to do.
Yes,
and we couldn't do it. And I was like, thank you. That's all we asked.
Well, if you're, some 11-year-olds, we gotta help. They don't really know, so we gotta help them and encourage them to be whatever they're going to be, because apparently, even though data doesn't suggest anything like this, it apparently makes them less suicidal later on in life. And I'm like, look, for one, no. All right. And two, there are people out there that are famous on TikTok for making their 4-year-old girl just a boy now because she likes like Hot Wheels or something.
I know, it's so sad.
It's just all of it is indoctrination, and all you have to do is not let teachers, politicians, anybody in the government, or parents be able to make a kid like take hormones or cut the PP or the boobies off. Because somebody was getting interviewed the other day, some woman, I think, and she was a doctor, and they asked her, what does it take for you to recommend a double mastectomy to somebody that's underage? And she said, all it takes is they say they feel like they're a girl. And first session. And they recommend it immediately. 5 minutes. They don't even go through any psych evaluation or nothing.
I think I saw that in What is a Woman? And Matt Walsh's What is a Woman? He interviewed a bunch of psychos like that too. And I mean, that was a really good documentary in general.
Yep. And that's apparently alt-right conservative thing, is to not want kids to be like mutilated. Dude, look, and I understand kind of their thought process. I'm able to think outside of my own perspective. I'm very, very good at it. I feel like probably because I'm stupid as hell. So I can kind of like, I don't get too egotistical with my own viewpoints, but like I try to look at it like objectively. I understand what you're saying when you need, like some people need maybe to not be so harshly treated or like thrown around, like your dad's going to slap you if you say you might be feeling like you're a girl. Maybe there's ways to help it, but I think those ways are therapy. And the issue is, man, and this is how I'm able to kind of put myself in the situation. Making a decision to get a double mastectomy at 13 years old as a girl. When I was 13, it's almost hard for me to remember, but when I was 13, when I was 16, I was borderline retarded. like literally, like I was like, like I thought I was gonna be like a NASCAR driver, and
you're
like,
kind of borderline now.
no,
So I believe that.
I'm saying that now. Imagine me now, but like 10 times more retarded. That was me at 13, right? So like,
you're a 13-year-old boy. I mean, 13-year-old boys are kind of retarded.
I was stupid. All I wanted to do was sit there and play StarCraft, maybe some Halo, cut a hole in a pillow to my hump. That's all I had in my life. And imagine if I made a life-altering decision at 13 that would reverberate through the rest of time. Like, no.
So, Kamala, I think about that all the time because when I was 13, well, like when I was more like 12, because I hit puberty around 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I was a tomboy for the longest time. I was a tomboy. I didn't like dressing like a girl because I was one of the boys. I was one of those girls. I was one of the boys before I hit puberty. So when I became, when I hit puberty, I got the talk of like, you can't hang out with the boys anymore. They're stronger than you. You got to be like blah, blah, blah. And, things change, So I was a tomboy, meaning like I didn't want to stop hanging out with the boys. I didn't want to be seen differently. So I would tape my boobs. I didn't want to like be like that. So I would wear baggy clothes. That was just a classic tomboy. And then at some point,
that's probably hard for you too, because you're a tiny, small frame lady with giant boobies. So how you gonna tape them bitches down?
It was hard, especially taking it off. Like ripping that shit off is probably the most painful shit ever. Oh my God, it was very painful. But these are the things that like we went through as young kids, especially in the 90s, because that's when I grew up. And now those things are becoming kind of like as if it didn't happen, or it's just we're all being gaslit all the time. It's like as if like tomboys didn't exist, or like none of us went through identity issues or anything like that. And now it's just like, oh yeah, immediately when a girl wants to just be one of the boys, go get your boobs cut off. Like it's like get them on hormones.
And it doesn't help.
I can't.
It doesn't help that teachers and parents encourage it and they push for it. It's like, you know what? I think I might be a boy, and it's like, well, let's push everything we can to do that and try to spend money and try to get you approved for hormones and stuff at the age of 14. And that's just, dude, that's a no go. And this is what it is. Okay. When you're 13, 14, 15, 16, you are desperate for attention, and you're desperate to have a meaningful existence that's different. So if you look back at studies, especially nowadays, 10, 15, 20% of kids growing up identified as emo, scene kids, gothic kids, alternative. 15 to 20% of people all throughout you can like look at studies from decades, every other decade. 15, 20% of kids all identified with that fad. Yeah. And it just so happens that Gen Z, 20% of Gen Z identifies as trans or non-binary.
Of course.
You can wipe eyeliner off. You cannot reattach your penis. And that's the whole issue is so 18. Back
in the day, people used to like become rebels and go get tattoos and shit. Now they're just cutting off their dicks. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can we replace it? Like, can we like maybe like say, hey, maybe we were wrong about the tattoo thing. If you're 14, get a tattoo, but can you please? We went too far. We went
way too far. Like,
and and it's crazy because you would think there would be laws against it, but no, they're all over the U.S. And you were talking about being gaslit earlier, dude. Every time somebody would be like, what's your problem with drag show hours, like for kids? And I'm like, because they like a lot of the time they'll devolve into degeneracy, and there's a naked dude on stage taking $1 bills from 3-year-olds and shit. And they're like, that doesn't happen. And then all of a sudden, if you get on Twitter, you can find 30 videos in 2 seconds of examples of a dude with a thong on with his balls out, like rubbing them on kids' foreheads and shit.
Did you see that one new video that's going around of that 13-year-old boy in drag, like dancing and shit? I can't even deal. Like, I'm like, how is this reality? I can't believe that.
The sad thing is, like, look, I know I'm not a smart man, but I understand the ways of the world, and I understand I understand how things work in the underbelly. And there was that one kid a few years ago. I forget his name now. As Desmond is amazing, maybe he was like a 19-year-old kid that did drag shows at strip club, like at gay bars and stuff, gay strip clubs. And I know for a fact, like, because keep in mind it's the underbelly, right? I know for a fact that those kids are getting passed around, and it sucks because you don't really know for sure until 10 years later he sues his parents and sues like the state, and because you know that's happening. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, you have to, like, you assume, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I assume about Hollywood. Like, whenever I think about Hollywood, especially like child stars, and I'm like, that kid's being abused. Like, you know, it's just a dirty secret that everybody kind of knows. It's like a known secret, and it's gross.
200 Watt Studio said MCU Kang recast with Chris Brown. Okay.
Oh my God, bruh.
God, could you imagine? Oh my God.
Okay, so I have a theory though. Because did you hear about this?
Yeah.
So I think, because we can't assume anything anymore, like there's not enough details out, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume some things. I'm gonna assume that they had a really, really kinky sex night.
Yep.
Because it's talking about like how he strangled her and stuff and like beat her. So I'm thinking they had some, wild S&M shit, and now she's regretting it. Like that's the only thing that I could like immediately thought of, was like, oh, this sounds like a wild sex romp gone out of hand. You're showing DMs, bro.
If you guys, oh, that's fine. That's fine. I don't say anything sexy. Okay. So anyways, I don't talk to anybody in a sexy way. But so Pop Base over here posted. So this is the guy that was the guy in what is it? The little dude, Ant-Man. And he's apparently gonna be the next bad guy, right? Like
he's gonna be Kang the Conqueror.
We was Kangs. And Jonathan Majors was arrested this weekend in New York on charges of strangulation, assault, harassment after allegedly assaulting a woman. He denies the allegations. And what you said, dude, I know for a damn fact. So look, I've been around the block. We all know things. Like, I have been hanging out with girls before, and it's the heat of the moment. And she's like, dude, slap me in the back of the head or slap me in the face. And I'm like,
strangle me, baby, harder.
Oh my God, there was this one girl. Oh my God. She was like, dude, you have to choke me, like, as I'm like going ham. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not like that. I don't like that. It's weird. And she like grabs my hand and puts it on her throat, and she's like, do it. And I'm just like, and like, it was the only time where I was like, like I squeezed a little, and she was tripping balls. It was like the greatest thing for her. But no, I had girls that would like, hey, slap me in the face. And I'm like, I'm not going to jail. I'm not gonna, because I know what happens as soon as I'm like, I don't really want to hang out with you again. They're gonna be like, oh, really? Well, it just so happens that I called the police and told them you beat the shit out of me, and here's my mark on my face. And I'm like, fuck, going to jail.
No,
well, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not. I refrain. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna do that. And I don't really want to smack anybody. That's weird. And dude, I probably hit pretty hard. I probably kill somebody.
Yeah.
No. Oh God. Is that what you're into, Nina? Are you into the slaps?
I'm not really. No. I'm very, like, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm very conservative. I'm no fun. I'm no fun.
Yeah, dude. I'm the same. I'm like I flip you around so I can see the ass cheek, like moving and stuff with rhythmically, and then the other way, maybe a kiss on the forehead. That's all I do.
Like, just very casual.
maybe like the tip of the thumb in the ass, but that's all. That's as hard as I'll ever go. Like,
no.
So I don't get it, man. I'll have friends who are like, dude, man, like we get out like 4 toys and like getting leather and like start whipping each other, and then like turning on like weird like Satan worshiping like movies in the background with
my God,
played in reverse during chanting. And I'm like, what the
fuck? What?
Like, dude, I can't get off unless all of this is happening at the same time. And I'm like,
oh my God. That's
all I need
crazy.
is for my pee-pee to feel nice. Like, it's pretty simple for me. Oh, that feels great. All right, I'm gonna go sleep. Like, I don't understand why people have it's degeneracy is what it is.
Yeah.
These girls, man, man, every girl I talked to when I was, hanging out with girls all the time, it's like they're like, when did you lose your virginity? And I'm like, well, technically I was 16 for like a second and it was weird, but really I was 18, like when it started becoming like a normal thing. And these girls are like, oh, well, I lost mine at 12 or I lost mine at 13. Every one of them.
Oh my God, that's early.
You sloppy bitches, all yous.
Yee, that's too
Early.
early.
So what were you, 1920?
A little bit earlier, but not that early.
Well, 14. It's like, oh, what the hell, Nina? You just
Same age as you. Same age as you.
Yeah, well, that's normal. I feel like that's normal. Now for
Yeah.
women though, now women have it easy, right? They can just look at their prey and be like, let's do this, and then they're good to go. I was a fat, awkward kid. There was no one having sex with my ass. You know?
And like I was with the steady boyfriend for a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those like, oh, like I'm at a party. I just want to lose my virginity. It wasn't one of those things. It was with my steady boyfriends, you know.
Yeah,
that's the first time we lit the candles, you know, all that good stuff. It was
you lit some candles and shit.
Yeah, it was very special. It was a very special first time.
That is pretty nice. No, this one time, so you know, after my wife left, I didn't really do any of that intimacy stuff. But this one girl was real cool, man. She was just laid back. So she'd come over and we'd snuggle kind of, and I never did that. And she was just so laid back and easy to be around that I was like, she could just be in the corner and it wouldn't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
She's like a cat.
Yeah. And then, dude, like one time I just laid in the tub and I lit some candles and she laid on me and we like fell asleep in the tub. It was awesome. And then she moved to Oklahoma and I never saw her again.
Oh,
bitch.
That sucks.
She was adorable too. And she was like kick ass, man. She'd be like, let's talk about space. Because she was always really messed up. She was always high.
So, oh my God, that would make sense.
She's cool. Yeah, she was cool. I don't know what's going on with her anymore. Real quick, Derek Cuda is the only gold boy today. I love you, Derek Cuda. Billy Hatcher and Slag Lust, the two orange boys. No pinks or reds. Russell Hall, 200-watt burn infested. Mavdick, appreciate you. Torgo the White and Jerk Off Juggernaut became a member. Thank you, my friend. I love you. We are 100 likes away from the goal. We are 450 from Naked Snake and 950 from Fight Milk. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Get the hell on it, dog. She was hot. Yeah, dude, she was always hot as hell.
Why don't you try like messaging her? She probably has social media.
Oh my God. Yeah, I messaged her like 6 months ago, but I don't know. I guess I just don't pursue, man. I got too much going on.
I just thought I heard you say I don't pursue men. I was like, that you like men.
It just so happens that she had no. I just like I'll forget. I'll be like under my car working or doing videos and shit, and I'll totally forget to like respond to a girl or something. Oops, shit! I forgot about Jessica. Like last month. Oops, haven't talked to her in a month. Oops. So that's kind of what happens. But look at this guy, Alfarius. Oh. Megan says, worst part is this is nothing new. The amount of girls when I was in high school, 2001, who bragged about getting smashed by emo butt rock and scene bands was absurd, and they were freshmen. It's like, yeah. Oh, dude, you already know. Wow. Alfarius knows that, dude. And I was the fat, awkward kid in the corner, like over here, like, man, I really have a crush on Jordan. She's pretty. And then she's getting rocked by every dude in the freaking football team. And I'm just over here, like, just wanting to get a crumb. And of course, I don't get no crumbs because I'm the fat guy. But she crawled on my DMs like 5 years later when I was out of high school. And but I was stupid and didn't know how to talk to girls. So she was uninterested immediately. Vermin Infested, I'll be joining Derek for sure. Thank you, Vermin Infested. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. So since we haven't talked about any of the topics yet, tell me your give me a rundown of your life story leading up to content creation and where you are right now. Because I always ask story.
Okay, real quick, I guess I was born in Iran, moved to Canada when I was 10 years old with my moms, got married, then like obviously later on, I grew up in Canada, went to school, did all that stuff, got married, moved out to Mexico with my husband, been here living here six years now, so like right before the lockdowns we moved here. Like a couple of years before. And then, so I was in Mexico during the lockdowns. And I'm a very social person. So when the lockdowns happened, I was really kind of not doing well. And I have depression. So I fight depression all the time. Because of that, my husband told me like, hey, you should start a YouTube channel. Well, he always was telling me that. And I was like, no one wants to hear what I have to say. You know, like it was just one of those things. Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then he was always like kind of telling me like, look at this person's channel, look at this person's channel. And then Game of Thrones season 8 happened. And I was really upset about the ending. And he told me to go watch Gary Neurotic's live stream because everybody else was upset too. And he was like, you should go on here because I was like crying. And so I did. And then I realized that, oh my God, like people make money talking about stuff they love. And so through him, I found Anna's channel, and then through that, I found Nick's channel.
Oh yeah.
And it just, the rest is history. I found my friend John Talks' channel, which is, he was a huge help in getting me to get on YouTube, and he, platformed me. He was one of the first people that platformed me, and we had a lot of great talks, and we still do our show Infinite Talk. And he does his own stuff now, though. He makes the 30-second meme videos, but he encouraged me to make my own channel, and I did, and here I am. That's
all worked
it.
out.
The rest is history. Yeah.
Dude, that's wild too, because when I started, now granted, maybe a little different here, because when I started, I was having one of those weird months where I just got really inspired and wanted to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I think everything in life was going pretty well up to that point, and I was just kind of feeling good. And I was like, you know what, because I noticed I was taught right away. So when my ex-wife left, it taught me a very valuable lesson. If I want to do something, I have to do it. That's pretty much it. And a lot of people, I know that sounds really simple, but it's actually way easier said than done.
Yeah.
But once you understand it and you're able to accomplish that one thing, you realize the rule. And once you do that, you can do anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do YouTube, and I'm not going to stop until something happens. And I did it for 6 months. And I did a video every freaking other day talking about GameStop, because that's all my life led up to that point. So it was a GameStop. And I'm talking about that video every other day. They're getting a couple hundred views here and there. The first one got like 8,000 or 10,000 views because I put it on Reddit, and it hit the front page for a day or some shit, which was wild.
That's nice.
And I got like 240 or 280 subs from it. And then I just put out videos, and I never got really any views. And I was like, oh, whatever. I'm still having fun doing it. And I did it for 6 months straight. And then work started getting kind of stressful. So I was like, I'm probably not going to do YouTube a little for a while, because I just got too much going on. And as soon as I decided I was going to be tapering off the YouTube thing, my first video, the first one ever, got 1 million views in 1 day. Wow. It just, I don't know what the hell happened. I guess
That's incredible.
The algorithm was like, ooh, look at this. This video got 8,000 views in 1 day when he first posted, probably because they're, Reddit, and it saw the organic growth. And it's like, boop, and it just put it to everybody. And then I had 30,000 subs within 3 days.
That's incredible.
Then it just, every time I put out a video, it'd be 10,000 more subs. And then it kind of tapered off at 90,000. And then you speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. And it was just because I was in a good mood. And because that happened, I was like, I'm going to do YouTube. And then it worked. I was like, oh, well, all I got to do is do things. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start racing. So I bought a NASCAR Cup car, and then I started racing. And I'm like, now I'm just racing, and I'm like, this is awesome,
dude. I can't believe you're a racer. And one of the things I actually really, I was gonna say I identify you with, but I do though, because GameSpot and the fact that you came from there, that's kind of like me, because I was in customer service for 20 years before I did this, and I was a Nintendo rep. So I dealt with a lot of the GameStop people. And I know that you dealt a lot with the.
You were a Nintendo rep.
Yeah, I was Nintendo rep for 3 years. And in Canada, and I was a merchandising coordinator for all of British Columbia, my sector. So that's Vancouver all the way to the Kootenays and Victoria, Nanaimo, all of it.
I love them. Dude, the Nintendo reps, I love those bastards. They'd come in my store, and I'd be like, "What's up, dude?" And we'd talk for hours. They were always so nice to me.
Okay.
I'm still, look at that, Nina. Oh, isn't that cool?
I still have my tag.
My guy's name was Joe. We called him Nintendo Joe, and he was the nicest dude. And he was such a cool dude. And we would just talk about nothing all day. It was a lot of fun. By the way,
I loved working at Nintendo. It was so fun.
Yeah. What is it? I don't remember who it was. My last Nintendo rep at the very end said it started getting a little bumpy, so he was leaving, and I guess that's what was happening everywhere. Minecraft, I love your name, by the way. But yeah, dude, the Nintendo reps were shit. They were kick ass, but they didn't. Luckily, you didn't have to deal with customers too much on your end, probably.
Well, I mean, I did, because I was a sampler as well. So I would sample all the games, and I would have to teach the little kids how to play, or adults even, if they don't know what what to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, like for me, what got really crazy was the driving because I had to drive all over the province, and it was just like, I mean, and Canadian driving conditions was not good. So one time I almost died, and that's what caused me to finally decide to move to Mexico. So that's what happens.
Scrappy Pirate says this show is swiftly becoming a favorite alongside Infinity Hope.
Oh.
Infinite Hope. I'm stupid. Two of my favorite creators coming together. Thank you, Scrappy, and Danielle with the same thing.
Thank
I
you.
absolutely love you, Nina. This is a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate you,
Thank
Danielle.
you so much.
We're officially a 10th of the way to Fight Milk. I appreciate you guys. Oh, Master Lions, thank you for the gifted memberships. 5 of them bitches. You go to this hell. Appreciate you, baby. Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing that you worked at Nintendo at one point. Dude, it was awesome. Somebody says, Eric says, bring this chick to be your spotter. She lives in Mexico, Eric. Right. So I need a spotter on my races. And I can't have somebody every weekend.
Are you ever gonna race in Mexico? Because then I can spot
I don't
you
think so.
Wait, what does that even mean? A spotter? Because I know a spotter for like lifting weights means like so they spot you so you don't die. So what does that mean for
kind of similar? So when you're in this car, okay, the car is like a chassis, like roll bars and shit, with a thin piece of sheet metal around it that looks like a road car body.
Oh,
so it's when you see like NASCAR Cup cars, if you could rip the little thin sheet metal off, it's like a skeleton, and that's what the car is.
Okay.
And because mine only weighs 2,900 pounds, which is really heavy for one of these cars. Some of them weigh like 2,000 pounds, and which is like half of what a production car weighs. So when you're inside this car, you have a cocoon seat that goes around your head, your ribs, and your legs, and you can't, and it goes all the way out like forward.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. The other thing is you have a fire suit on, you have a 5-point harness on that goes around your whole body, and also you have something called a Hans device, which goes under your seatbelts around your neck and it attaches to the sides of your head.
Okay.
You can't look left and right.
Right.
You only look straight. So you need a spotter on your radio saying, hey, you got somebody coming on your inside, or hey, you got somebody on your outside. Otherwise,
so they're like your navigator. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's what it is. Russell Hall says if it's bumpy, that's either her P's or HPV, or what is it? HSV2? Is that what it's called? Is that what genital herpes is called?
I have no fucking clue.
Scientific term. All right. Look, I had to study a lot of this when I was hooking up. Like, I had to make sure to navigate things correctly. Hans. Damn, Eric, aren't you just a badass trying to die over here? Shanny says, how far to Fight Milk? 9-10. 9-10.
Okay, so can you explain this Fight Milk deal to me?
Oh,
like,
so
what do you have to get to
basically
drink it?
Basically, okay, so I have a glass here with water in it that I usually use. You fill it up to here with milk. Then you put 2 raw eggs in the bitch, and then I usually put a splash of. I got Woodford Reserve around here somewhere. I've been using it lately. It's real nice. I just put a splash of Woodford Reserve in it, probably 1.5 ounces, and I just kill it.
But what do you have to like get for someone to drink it? Like, what's the
the goal?
Yeah.
The goal, so it's 500 for Naked Snake, which has been these goals have been the same since I started my channel like years ago.
Okay.
500 for Naked Snake, and then 1,000 when it hits 1,000 in super chats. It's Fight Milk. So yeah, we've hit it every single CAMELCAST with the exception of Critical Drinker, and me and Critical Drinker only did an hour long because he lives in Scotland, so the time difference. But we even got close on that stream, but we still did it the same day because me and Quarterback Garrett destroyed Fight Milk goal. So it's a really fun. And I've gotten to where I enjoy doing Fight Milk, but it does give me a headache, and I don't know what the hell it is about it because I don't drink lactose like milk. It's Fairlife protein like kind of milk.
Maybe it's the alcohol. If you're putting alcohol in it, it's probably the alcohol.
Maybe, but I drink every day, Nina. So
it's probably the alcohol.
Nina. And I always feel great. Peter Gerhardt, and I refer to the stream as Camelot Infinity. Camelfinity. There you go.
Camelfinity. I like it.
Infinilot.
Infinite camel toe.
It just goes all the way up to your neck. Infinite camel toe. Thank you, Ben SC, for the $5 locals tip. You're goated as hell. A couple of my favorite creators. Speaking of, so you started YouTube. What was the video? And before, real quick, Shanny, thank God Wilson's back. Thank you so much, Shanny, for the first pink boy 1 red from the rainbow knot. We got 3 golds, 2 oranges, and 1 pink. Love you guys. 7 and 3 and 4 away. Shanny, you're goated as hell. Hopefully the Caps can pull through and go to the playoffs. Drink better alcohol. No, it's not the alcohol, damn you. So people in the chat think they know. You don't know. All right, come on.
You might be just dehydrated though from the alcohol. So just drink more water after you drink the alcohol. Just drink more water.
But I drink so much water, and I also drink. I drink a liquid IV every day.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. Well, then I don't know.
I never have hangovers, man. Like unless I wake up an hour after going to sleep. Sometimes, I die. But but I never have hangovers, and it's because of those. What is this shit, Carrie? All right, so Jim Saddler, real quick, said, "Did Donut invite you to the Creator Range Day?" Yes, I will be in San Antonio shooting guns with Donut Operator and Demo Ranch April 6th. We'll shoot some videos. It's gonna be fun. So yes, I will be there. Russell Hall, Fat Milk always gives Camelot such a throbber. Thank you, Russell.
Wow.
Yeah. But my question was going to be, what was the video that was like you got your notoriety, like it just started growing? Because that's like the one thing. It's like there's always one. I have two videos that did that, and it was the first one and the crying one, of course.
Is that where your icon's from? The crying one?
No, that's from. So when I got my plaque in the mail. Right here.
Okay.
I was like, I got it and I opened it and I was like, this is awesome. And I was talking about it and I was like talking about how I've never accomplished anything because I didn't. Like I grew up in a trailer park. I quit school, never went to college, got married. My wife left me. I've never made more than 30 grand a year because I was at GameStop and I had nothing. And then I started YouTube and it finally something for some reason that I guess I'm okay at. And people are deciding to watch me. And then I don't remember what it was. I think I had the realization that like I finally did something, and then it made me emotional because I'm a bitch, I just got a little teary, and that's where the picture's from. And I don't know why, because my old thumbnail person, she always would put that shit in things. And it's so funny to me, and I find it hilarious. The face, it looks so sad. I'm just like,
you look so sad. I was like, why is he so sad in this picture?
Yeah. So I put it in everything, and everybody's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "Dude, I think it's funny." Come on. Thank you. That Zach says Nina's Fat Milk. She has to add corrupted flesh. What the hell does that mean?
I think that's some sort of Conan Exiles reference because I ate corrupted flesh by accident once in the game. So. Dude.
So I at night when I am like either watching documentaries or like researching something, or like looking over sheet music because I've been trying to learn a lot of Miyazaki music.
Ooh, nice.
I always have you on when you're playing Conan. And I never know what's happening in the game, but I just know that your character has thick ass cheeks, and I'm just like always watching you play it.
Oh my god, I love making those kind of characters.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I always make like the very, just bosomy characters.
So, real quick, Lagala said, "Did Camelot really do about Jarbo?" No. So, well, yeah. I mean, I guess technically, but. For some reason, it was super well received, and it was a huge video, and Matt Jarbo's got him canceled almost. So
because I think it was because yours was genuine and his isn't.
Oh, that might be, yeah.
It's the same thing that happened with me. Like the first time I became, the first time I got monetized, I cried on stream. I didn't mean to. It just it happened.
It happens, man.
The first time, like somebody sent me the $100, I was like, I can't believe somebody would pay to like talk to me. Like I was just like, it just hit me. And I'm a girl, so I cry at things.
Yeah,
it just happens.
I'm a guy, and I cry. So yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because I watched the Matt Jarbo thing later on. Because I wasn't gonna put that video out. I was like, oh no, I got a little emotional. But Matt Jarbo's is weird. He like reads the first line of the plaque thing, and he's like, ooh, and then he reads the next line, and he's like, ooh, and I'm like,
oh my god,
what the fuck's happening? So I get it. It seemed kind of fake. So yeah,
probably like a genuine reaction versus not genuine reaction, I think.
And Slagala said, respect lost. The fact that you had any blows my mind. Casey is here. with the first red boy. There it is. It's a rainbow night, and Shani requested this real quick. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. You're goated as hell. Casey, first red boy, a quarter of the way to Fight Milk already in 2 hits. Get on it, doggone it. I love you. I appreciate you guys. God.
Somebody sent you $1.
Oh, how nice. I'm not even
I
pull it up. That's
know.
bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Jason. I love you. Thank you guys so much. I love you, Casey. I love you, Shani. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully the Caps pull it through. All right. Get on it.
But yeah, back to your question though, like I guess my first and second video that really kind of like, because it went over like 50K and I was like, oh my God, I made it. Because, you know, when it goes over like after a certain point, you're just like, oh my God. And one of the first one was I did a Will Smith and Jada video, but it wasn't about the slap. It was about Jada's Red Table Talk, where she had a whole one about narcissism. So my video was about why Will is still with Jada, and I kind of broke down the reason why.
Yeah, I noticed that one on there. Yeah.
So there was that one, and then the second one was my Andy Dick video, which was about what happened to Andy Dick and how crazy his life is, and that was done really well. And that was, I guess, like those two are definitely the ones that I would think that kind of set my channel apart. But the third one was a really big surprise for me, and that one was my Reacher review, because that one's the highest viewed video on my channel, which is like almost at 400,000 views now.
Reacher? Oh, what a great show.
Yeah, but it was such a weird thing though, because I think that the algorithm for the Reacher video got caught on Google. Like Google, the search terms picked it up and was recommending it on the first page of Google, and that's why I think it got really kind of pushed out by the Google algorithm.
Yeah. So something happened to me 2 days ago. Something similar. Dilla says, "Where's the Pope?" He should be jumping in anytime, actually. So yes, Nick Rekieta will be here anytime in the next a couple minutes or so. Reacher is better than Terminalist. Ollie, you dumbass. No, it's not. Reacher's great. It's fantastic, but Terminalist was like perfection.
I loved both, but I liked Reacher a little bit more, only because I felt like it was a little bit more fun. But then I'm a girl and I like shower sex scenes, and that it had.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. So
I was like,
the little goofy redneck like police officer lady, when she peeled her clothes off, I was like, bruh.
See, that's what I mean. Like it was a little bit more fun than Terminal List. So
her body was rocking.
Yeah,
I was pumping loads in that bitch.
We got another red one.
There is nothing better than a really like thin girl like that. Has she got her clothes on, they're a little looser, and she just looks like a frail little girl, and then she takes them off and her body is rocking, but she's just little. God damn. That was that one girl that I took the bath with candles. God,
she was really great.
J to make Nina cry and for Fight Milk. Wait, Nina's getting none of that. That's all me, baby.
I'm not gonna cry anymore. It's only the first time. It's like when a girl is like gonna have sex for the first time, and then the guy whips it out, and it's like way too big, and she's like, "That's not what I was expecting," and she starts crying because she's like, "I have to take that."
Oh, okay. You know that I'm gonna ask you a question. GJJ, you're goated. I love you. I appreciate you. 6'10" until Fight Milk. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Oh my God. All right. So I can turn it off. GJJ, you're goated. I love you. I appreciate you. I don't deserve that shit. That's a huge one. And then Jason Ingram says, Fight Milk and Naked Snake. Thank you, Jason. I love you. Ooh. I appreciate you. So here's my question real quick. Okay. This is very important, Nina, and I need you to be honest with me.
Okay.
Because I've been through this so many times. If you're with a guy, now look, have you only ever been with one man?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. So you hanging out with a guy, and like he pulls his drawers off and he has like a 9-inch penis. Is it a bad thing? Or like is there a preferred size? Like
I think there's a preferred size for every woman, because you have a sweet spot. Every woman has a sweet, like the G spot. Every woman has a sweet spot. So I think it depends on the woman, and it depends on the shape of your vagina. It depends on all sorts of things when it comes to that. So some women will be able to be like, yeah, hell yeah, like, let's go. Some women will be like, nah, like I'm not, no. So I think
With personal
it
preference.
depends. I think it
So
depends.
what about so what about you? So is it like if you have a fucking look at this
Like I'd be like, no. I'd be like, ooh, like that. No.
why is it like painful? Like
Well,
cervix
yeah, of
smashing?
course it's painful. It's painful. It's like, nah.
Okay, good. That's okay. So I now look, I have a baby penis, so I'm trying to like make myself feel better. No,
One
every girl,
time,
dude.
one time at band camp. No, I'm just joking. But one time, a friend of mine, she told me the story where she was like getting with a guy, and he whipped it out, and it wasn't like long. It was thick. Like it
Yeah,
was really fucking thick. And she was like, how am I gonna fucking take that? Like, there's no way in hell that's happening. So
yeah.
she was like, no, I'm sorry, but like, no. And she walked away from the toot.
Hmm.
So like, it just happens. It's not that sometimes it's not even the length that's the issue,
Yeah.
it's the girth. It's
See,
like,
yeah,
ooh.
I don't have to worry about that at all. I've never had that issue, luckily. But because it's like, trust me, you might not even feel this bullshit. But
Because you have like a micro peen. Is that what's
yeah,
going on over
well,
there?
it's like
Wow.
it's like it looks like a pinky, but with like a softball on the end. It looks like somebody hit it with a baseball and it just never got unswollen at the top. Right? You ever
Oh.
seen those mushrooms coming out of the ground? And it's like it's like that. Anyways,
Oh my
so if I just pull it in and out like with like the tip, dude, chicks are like woo, but it like
Oh my
after that it's like
God.
nothing else, it doesn't matter. So anyways,
What I've heard, okay, so I've heard a lot about dudes with small dicks, that they're usually like better at performance
oh, I appreciate
than
that, Nina. Thank
than the dudes with
to make me feel better. I appreciate that's the nurturing
Hey, hey, my show is all about infinite hope. I will bring hope into your life.
it's the nurturing nature of a woman. Oh, well, you know what? Smart. That's
It's
great, actually. You
okay.
know what? Smart, beautiful. No,
It's just the way God made you.
yeah, thank God. Thank God for that. Thank you, God, for making it so little, you bastard. No, I've heard that. So I've talked to girls about this because obviously all dudes are. That's what you're gonna go. You're gonna ask the chick, and I've talked to so many girls. They're like, yeah, like it gets to a point where it's just too much, and it's just too much. It's like smashing my cervix, and it's just
Like, okay, for example, I will never understand how Shaq and his wife have sex. Like, have you seen her
because
size?
he
She's
has a 13-inch
tiny.
penis. Yeah, he has a 13-inch penis for sure.
Like, there's no way in hell like cervixes aren't being broken when he enters that zone. Because
Right.
I don't understand how that works. Like, it has to be just the tip or something. Because it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So I think so. Every girl I've ever talked to, like, and I'm not saying I shouldn't say every girl, but most of the girls would always say that it gets to a point where it's like there's no more room anyway, so the size doesn't really matter anymore. It just stabs the cervix. And I was talking to this girl. So I was hooking up with this girl that was married, and that's what she told me. She was like, "Yeah, so my husband." Like, we don't have sex anymore because it's just painful because he's got like a freakish penis. And she's like, I hate it. So she would hook up with me like every day for a long time until eventually her husband got, I guess, fed up with it. He knew, by the way, but like he eventually found out. And yeah, he got fed up with it and gave her an ultimatum, I think. And then she disappeared. But yeah,
well, that will do it.
Yeah. And I think it's every time I talk to somebody, it's like, well, when it gets to a point where it like the canal isn't any longer, so you're just hitting the cervix at that point.
Yeah, and it's fucking terrible.
Also the shape. So there's like a shape here. Can I pull this up? Let's see if I can do this real quick.
It's becoming a biology lesson, guys.
Yeah. So look, I have to make myself feel better in any way, shape, or form. And this is how I do so, by be researching. So let's take this for example. So let's present this. Let's see if I can actually present this. So here's the shapes. So I've talked to a lot of girls, and this is kind of what I've ironed out. Oh, I can't share paint your shit. Oh, I can. Cool. All right. So here we go. So here's the shapies. Okay. So,
oh my God, you're gonna draw it out.
Yeah, of course. So we'll take this. So this is your standard issue, right? And like this is generally agreed upon. It's fine. But I heard girls tell me that this because there's weird peepees out there, right? And they're like this. It's like what's weird, like freaking eggplant thing, and then it's like the head's even smaller, and it's like weird. So I had several girls tell me that this is easily the worst one. They hated it. It was like the opposite of guess what they wanted. And then you have like of course the curvy boy, and that's the girls love the curvy boy, right? Because it's like hitting the walls and shit. I don't know what that's about. I've heard girls tell me about the curvies. Great. And then there's the skinny boys, the pencil peepees, the pencil dicks, right? And also universally hated from all the girls I talked to, because like obviously girth's important. And then when you have mine, which is basically this, like this.
Oh my god!
It looks like a Goomba.
You're a mushroom, yeah.
That's what it is. So yeah, that's basically yeah. So there's your history or your biology lesson. You agree with any of that? I mean, you've only been with a couple dudes, right?
No, I don't. I haven't had that much experience.
Right? Yeah, you gotta talk to.
Really.
I should have talked to Zia about this shit.
I know you got to talk to the OnlyFans.
She knows. You know, she got miles of cock.
Yeah, I can't say unfortunately, because that's actually fortunately for me.
She's totally into it.
I'm very much happy with not knowing.
Actively trying to add to the miles of cock for Zia, but I know she's like in a thing. But you know,
she's married now. She's a good girl. She's not doing that anymore. She got new boobies. I can't wait to see her new boobs.
And this just adds to the reason.
Great.
I'm just saying. Look, like every time she posts anything on Instagram, I respond immediately with would.
Oh my god.
WOULD would every time. It's like if you look at our text conversation, it's just me saying would over and over.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Do you name your penis?
No. I think the only thing I've ever called it is "you son of a bitch." That's it. It's like, what am I going to name it? Like,
I don't know. Some dudes name theirs. Like they're like,
my champion,
little Cody or whatever.
No,
like,
I mean,
I don't understand dudes that name their dicks. Like, I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm gonna be honest. I would never. I don't name my cars either. You ever seen guys that like name their cars?
Yes.
Her name is Jessica, and I'm like, for one, that's super gay. And like, I got to put this out there because I love cars. I build cars. Like, I was working on my car for hours before I came up here. I have black shit all over my hands. Like, I love cars. But when dudes are like, yeah, I see this all the time. Look, I'm in a lot of group chats with a lot of people from racing series. I talk to these guys all the time because once you get into racing, you start joining all these groups for buying and selling and parts and shit because it's all proprietary. And they refer to the cars like they're, yeah, I got a 69 Mustang. And I'm like, oh, cool. And they're like, yeah, its name is Sheila. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then they're like, yeah, it's my new favorite toy. And I'm like, ooh, don't call it. That's so weird calling it a toy. It just makes me think of vibrators. Like, you're an adult man. Don't refer to your car as like your toy that your wife is going to get mad at. Ooh.
It's weird.
I
don't mind it. I personally don't mind it. I actually I love cars, so I don't mind. I especially don't mind like hot muscle cars that like vibrate. I feel like they're really,
I need to calm down, damn it.
I'm just saying. I feel like that's the car. Like,
I can feel it in my.
Those cars are just so great. Like that vroom sound.
Yeah.
Like you want to hear that. And that's why I don't understand any of these new electrical cars that are like all these dudes are like, yeah, let me get that electrical car. I'm like, why? And
soy. They all look the same.
It's like, no,
it
just doesn't do it for me. And then I think it's even more ridiculous because they're like, yeah, let me like get this electrical car and then download the vroom sounds on my electrical car so it can sound like a fucking actual car. I'm like, you're retarded.
There is nothing. Okay, so when I get my NASCAR Cup car, it's actually like butter. The car feels like butter when you're at speed. But when you're sitting in it, the cams are really, really jarring, and it idles around 2,000 RPMs, and it's just jiggling, right? It's just shaking, and it is so vibrating, and it's just a monster. And when you freaking rev it, God, it's a monster. It has like 840 horsepower, naturally aspirated. But right now, I'm in the process of selling everything. Like I'm selling all my cars. I have too many cars now, like project cars, like nothing really worth anything, but I'm trying to sell my daily driver, which I don't even drive anymore because I drive my truck now. I'm trying to sell my Jeep. I'm trying to sell my other race car because I'm trying to get like I want to just get a 69 Mustang to just drive around, and that'll be my daily.
Oh, that'd be hot car.
A very nice, like 100% restored, beautiful 69 Mustang. And that's kind of what I want because I love those cars. And the fact that I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, not where I live in Alabama, but the fact that they're trying to phase out and get rid of and like prevent the sale of combustion engine cars.
Yes.
And bring in only electric when
I hate it.
And it's treating us like they think we're stupid. And now, granted, we are. The vast majority of people in the US are dumb as fuck. They don't understand that the mining process for energy for these cars is devastating to the environment. They don't care.
And the batteries, like the batteries that catch on fire and don't go out.
Yeah,
Are you fucking for real?
Diesel trucks, for example, newer diesel trucks that have blue, what is it called? Blue something. DEV, blue def.
I don't know.
Def. It's an additive you put in it. It makes it to where the exhaust is almost like all like naturally occurring substances that doesn't even pollute. Like newer diesel trucks, they've come so far with them. DEF, thank you. They don't put out much more than an electric car would, but they're still trying to phase them out, all because political bullshit.
It's crazy, man. It's dumb. I hate it.
Real quick, Shani said Ovi scored duck do the audio for the pink boy. Thank you so much, Shani. I love you and I appreciate you. You're going as well.
I haven't watched hockey. I haven't watched hockey for so long, and Shani's making me miss hockey.
Dude, they're kicking ass. Apparently, the Caps are going ham. That sounded good. And they're going to go to the playoffs. Hell yeah. Thank you, Shani. I love you.
Nice.
I appreciate you. You're goated as hell, and we're halfway to Fight Milk right there. Thank you so much. Spooky Weeb Trash. Dude, Spooky Weeb Trash. I saw her. I think I was in Houston. I saw her fat ass cheeks walk by, and then she started DMing me, and I was like, oh, bro, what's up? Yeah. Do the pussies feel different from each woman? Yes. Thank you, Spooky. I will actually, I'll talk about that. Yes, of course, women feel different. Of course they do. Depends on who they are. It's hard to say. Some girls, man, are, I don't know. I'm trying to think of maybe how their appearance would change it. Usually taller women with big hips, they're way looser. I don't think it has anything to do with them getting like smashed a lot. It probably does, like at some point. But I don't really mind it because it means I can go for as long as I want to, and it's great. I don't really care about any of that. But I think it's because there's just more of them, so their canal's bigger. And I hooked up with this one girl who was like 4'10" a year ago. She's little, tiny, like Asian girl, and hers was like oh my, it was strangling. It was crazy. I lasted like 27 seconds. So I guess it depends on the frame. But yeah, they all feel different. Sometimes some will remind you of others, but yeah, they generally all feel different. Some girls are always sopping, just freaking slobber pockety, which is the best. When a chick's just always ready, like you could just put anything in that bitch. Would have been like
slip and slide.
Yes, probably the biggest turnoff for me is when a girl can't. It's just they just can't. Like they just always dry as bone. I'm just like, and it might be my fault. It might be something to do with me, so that's totally fine. But that's always pulls me out of it. I'm like, fuck. I don't want to spit on this. I want to be natural. Don Booth says electric cars have no soul. 100% agree. Don Booth, you're goated as hell. Swift kiss to your penis. Ashley, what's up, baby? Says, hope you're having a wonderful weekend towards the Fight Milk. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. I appreciate you. Is that a freaking $100 super chat right now?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Where'd it go? Oops. She got her toy.
It's right below.
There it is.
Karis's.
Oh,
there you go.
My God. He says he likes my shirt. Yes. This is a very old shirt. I got it from GameStop when I worked there. It's just a Raccoon City shirt. Raccoon Police Department.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. It's very short though. I only wear it on stream because it like my belly hangs out of it. Because it's like I've washed it so much that it's like shrinking and coming up.
Oh my God. So it's like a gay dude's shirt.
It's like a crop top, yeah.
That's hilarious.
It is literally right at my belt line. Like right at it. Like so if I lift my arms up, you can see my belly button. So
that's funny.
I don't wear it out in public. Casey, I love you. I appreciate you. You're goated as hell. We are now 390 from Fight Milk. Karis says the lithium supply cannot be sustained if EVs become the standard throughout the world. And Karis is a smart man, so he knows. Thank you, Karis. I love you. We hit an orange ass knot, by the way. Thank you guys. You guys are goated as hell. Next is the gold knot. Goated as hell. Grifty. Late and Gabe, but take my money. Just got done pulling 2 pork lines and a brisket off the pellet grill. Hell yeah, dude. I just got done pulling my rear end out of my stock car right before I walked up here. So I put the new rear end in though. So thank God. Ashley, by the way, she threw a $20 tip in locals. I love you. And so did Ben SC. Said Camelot's new pickup line. Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit. And that's that's I've never had to worry about that bullshit ever in my life. Fuck, what were we talking about?
Now, okay, I realized what your penis's name should be.
What?
Goomba.
That's a great name. Yeah, that's a great name. 100%. Yeah, you're right. Oh, dude. Yeah. So that speaking of that, I hooked up this girl once that worked at Rue 21. So I was working at GameStop, and beside us was Rue 21.
Wait, what's that? I don't know.
It's a clothes store.
Okay. So it's like Forever 21, but it's Rue 21. Yeah. Okay.
And there was a girl that would always come over and borrow our vacuum because their vacuum was broken. And she was like this real thin, tall girl, and she was kind of cute. So I had lost like 80 pounds, like around this time.
Amazing.
And I was like a scrawny emo kid working at GameStop. So my confidence went through the roof because I think I had hooked up with a girl recently, or like 2, like within a 2-month period. So my confidence went from 0 to like 60. I was doing pretty good. So she walked over to get and she had always done this for like a year, is come get my vacuum. So she comes over and she's like, "Hey, can I borrow your vacuum?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she goes and gets the vacuum, and while she's walking out, I'm like, "Hey, you wanna hang out tomorrow? Like me and you, like just go to my house, hang out." And she was like, she like smiled real big, and she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then I started hooking up with that chick, and of course we only hooked up a couple times, and then whatever. And she called my penis the helmet. And I imagine a World War II helmet with like a scrawny head in it, and she called it, and then everybody on the strip, TJ Maxx, everybody, because we all knew each other. It was like a town. I worked there for years. They're TJ Maxx, Route 21, Firehouse Subs. They would call me the helmet, and people would come in my store and be like, the guy from Firehouse. He'd be like, "What's up, helmet?" And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And I just rolled into it.
Maybe she was a Spaceballs fan.
Yeah, maybe
she was like dark helmet.
Yeah, she just called me helmet, and yeah, it was funny.
But you're not dark, so she's like, "I'll just call him helmet."
Helmet. It was funny. Caps. Thank you, Cowbunga. I love you. Look at the Strom score. Damn.
Wow, this freaking game sounds epic.
You don't even have to watch the game. You can just be in the stream, and see, I already know what's happening. So that means Caps are winning for sure. Like they're going to the playoffs, right, Shane? We're good. Hell yeah, dude. It all works. See, Shani, I told you it'd work out. You can't keep Wilson down. All right. Thank you, Shani. I love you. She said we're tied with only 2 minutes left. Everyone pray for the Caps to score right now. Oh, they're tied. Oh God, it makes me more. See,
were they playing? Were they playing?
She inadvertently made me stressed out now. Now I'm stressed. I'm stressed out. I love you, Shani. I appreciate you. I thought they were winning 3-0, and like now I'm stressed out because they were tied.
Oh, no. Who are they playing?
It's the Caps versus. She told me earlier, but now I don't know because I'm stupid. The Leafs.
Go Leafs!
You're hurting the grift. What are you doing? No, the Caps.
I'm sorry. I'm Canadian.
She's also Canadian, I think. Well, I think Shani's Canadian. She's something. Shit, I don't know.
I have to root for Canada.
All right, Goomba. It's playtime.
Oh, she says Caps versus Penguins. Okay, I have no fight. I have no dog in this fight.
Thank you, Karis. I appreciate you.
Go Caps.
Oh, thank you, Mike Brown, in the chat for reminding me about one of the subject matters that I completely forgot about. Fat acceptance. So, see, this is what happens on every stream. I'm like, we're going to talk about all these things, and then I just talk about bullshit the whole time.
Gotcha, Shani. Gotcha. Sorry.
I don't often have females on that are willing to talk about penises and stuff because usually they're, I had Melanie Mack on, and I couldn't really talk to her about penises. Well, she's cool as hell, to be honest.
She's cool as hell, but she's a Christian woman, like she's not going to talk about penises for 2 hours.
Christian woman. That's one of my favorite Typo Negative songs, Christian Woman.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've heard it.
It's pretty brutal. I think it was, what was it? The original name of the song was like horror, something horror. Like Jesus's horror, I think was the original name of the song. And Peter Still, the bassist and singer, his mother, who was like really Catholic, was like really upset that he was naming the song that, so he changed it to Christian Woman.
Oh,
From Jesus's whore to Christian woman.
Wow. All right.
That might not be the accurate story, but it's something like that.
Here is another whore we can talk about for a second.
Let's talk about the whore.
Let's talk about some whores.
Thank you, Samantha. Got a tooth pulled yesterday, but feel much better since I was in pain for 2 weeks. Great stream. Thank you so much, by the way. 3:30 until 5. No, dude, it keeps calling. We're almost there. Holy shit.
That's amazing. Let's get him there, guys. Let's get him there.
Amaranth announced she is working on family-friendly content for
family-friendly content.
Wow.
For OnlyFans.
Wow. Almost feels like it's bullshit because I have watched her normal OnlyFans, which keep in mind, I don't pay for it. I just Google it. You can just Google that shit. And it's all like fake porn and it's so boring. And dude, at least take the PP. Come on, just put it in you.
Like,
so,
what the fuck, though,
yeah,
right?
Now, what is she going to do? I mean, she already puts out fake porn. So what is her family-friendly content going to be?
I don't even understand how family-friendly OnlyFans is like can be a thing like that. What does that even mean? Like, let's get together as a family and watch some chick whip out her titties. Like, I don't understand. I don't get the family-friendly situation.
It's like, that Twitch thought that does porn and gets naked all the time. Amaranth. Yeah, she has family-friendly content for the whole family now where she cooks and talks about like Barney. Yeah, I don't see the grift here. It doesn't make much sense.
I don't get it. It's like it feels a little veto-y. Like, I don't know if you mean what I know what I'm saying. Like, it's
what are you saying by veto-y?
Like, it feels pedo-y. Like, it's weird. Like,
family
friendly OnlyFans. Like, it's weird. It's like, okay, like let's get kids to get into sexual things. Like, that is just weird. Because usually family friendly refers to, Disney, like family stuff. Go do something family friendly. It means not sexual things, and OnlyFans is known for sexual things. So I feel it's just like it's a really weird line that she's crossing.
What's weird is OnlyFans' intention. Its original intention was supposed to be a subscription service for celebrities to like show their workout programs or their cooking programs.
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was originally for celebrities to have like people, their fans, to pay them to like see their inner workings of their life. And then it turns out that it was all porn by creators. So
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, makes sense.
Did you see where the OnlyFans made a decision to ban porn on their platform, and then there was such a eruption of
there was backlash about it, right?
Yeah, they went back on it like a week later. They're like, never mind.
I heard that.
We're not going to do it. And I mean, I wouldn't. Shit.
Well, now they're bringing a family-friendly section for everyone.
Dude, if I was an executive, I'd be like, more porn. Let's get more porn on me. Like, bro, we want to appeal to more people. No one cares. Like, porn sells. No one's going to want to watch Tiger Woods like show you his shoe collection. I could give two shits. I want to see you asshole. That's what I'll see. Tiger Woods, if Tiger Woods wants to show me his brown eye, I might pay $5. But I don't want to see his shoes,
No, yeah. I don't know. I'm not an OnlyFans person.
I agree.
This is a Zia environment, but I would like to ask someone like Zia who like has an OnlyFans, like what would a family-friendly OnlyFans entail? Like that's just weird.
I mean, it would just be normal content. It'd be like, hey, look at my new outfit. That's not a revealing, and look, here's my new game. And I don't know. I feel like it's a waste of time.
Can't you do that on Instagram? Like, why would you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the grift on that. Like,
I agree. I
don't get it.
I don't get it at all.
Because the grift is like, okay, here's my titties. You know what I mean? Like,
dude,
that's the fucking grift.
Yes.
I don't understand. If you're showing the 13-year-olds are not seeing the titties, and it makes no sense.
If I was a woman, and I work out 6-7 days a week. If I was a woman and I was in tip-top shape, man, you best believe, especially right now. Well, I like to say this because I don't know if it's true, but it feels like it would be true because you know how being a woman and being a man is a little different. If I was a woman,
a little bit.
Yeah. If I was a woman with my same personality and I was like a hot chick, I would have probably 5 million subs. Probably right.
I think so too. I was listening to talk about that on Nick's stream last night.
Yeah.
And I think you're a little bit of a loosey goosey. I think you could definitely have. I think you'd be a porn star. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with that.
I'd go hard.
I think
I'd
you'd be a good porn star.
dude, every bedpost, I'd be like, yeah, sitting on that.
Yeah,
No,
why
like, no, yeah, I mean, because I post pictures like basically nude on my locals sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll bring in 1 or 2 people. But if I was a chick and I was like, oh, here's my boobies on locals, I get 100 members in one day.
No, you know what it is though, Camelot? I think I don't even think you would do locals. I honestly think if you were a girl in this day and age, I think you'd
Yeah.
be a very famous porn star. And I think you'd make like loads of money. I don't think you would need locals. You know what I mean? Like
Dude,
you'd be making mass amounts of money.
Speaking of that, so the grift has changed slightly because times are changing. By the way, Randall Goley says only one NHL team had Pantera do their intro song. The Dallas Stars, the Swedish team, had Hammerfall do it. Randall Goley and locals just posted. Oh my god, she's so freaking hot, dude. So this girl, here I'm gonna pull this up real quick, because she's been all over Twitter. Oh my god, I would literally die for this woman. I would take 10 bullets just for her to like be with me for like a week and be mine forever. I will commit to her.
You just went from a week to forever.
I will commit to her and love her and for all my days. God, look at this woman. Whew, Jesus, man. God, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Her thighs are a little too thick for me.
No,
she looks like she's got like horse thighs.
Oh, yes. God, horse legs. That's what I love.
Like, calm down.
No, stop, Nina. No, there's no comment. Look at her. God, I would drag my tongue across every inch of this woman's body. God, what a beautiful one. What do you mean? All right, you jealous? Right. You jealous?
I'm a little jealous of the abs. I'm not gonna lie, but the legs are just a little too much. I feel she's beautiful though, gorgeous woman.
God, I can't even.
The legs are a little bit much for me.
God, if that girl had an OnlyFans, I'd pay $100 per freaking picture.
My taste in women, you must have heard it, Camelot. I've talked about this many times on Nick's stream. Everybody thinks I'm a lesbian every time I'm on there, but Paige Spiranak is my taste in women. I don't know if you've seen
the golfer lady.
Yes.
Yeah, she's hot as hell too.
But that's the type of body that I like. Like she's not as like you've seen her legs. She's not as like muscly. She's very fit. She's just not as muscly and like just like that.
That girl's not even super muscly. She's probably on. I don't know. Let me. She's probably on 5 to 10 milligrams of Anavar, like for like a 12-week period.
I'm not into it.
She's on like a little bit of steroids that complements her femininity.
Yeah, see, I don't like it. It's too much.
Well, that's what low dose Anavar does for women. It hyper feminizes them and makes their thighs get big, their hips get big.
I'm not into it.
They look nice. If they take too much, though, they start getting.
That's when you become a man.
Yeah, so you want to stay on low dose, and that's what she's doing, and I think she looks great.
Okay, now we need to pull up picture of Paige because
say hello to Mr. Vibrator, kids.
We need to. Okay, here we go. This is why
family friendly.
She's superior, because she ain't on no fucking testosterone hormones.
Shani's been quiet for a while, and I'm getting stressed out.
I think she said they scored. Or somebody said they scored.
Damn. Yeah, she's hot, man. But she looks like girls I hook up with sometimes. I would never get a girl like this other chick.
I mean, she's beautiful, but she doesn't have it's just, this is all natural. Like she's not on any hormones. Like that's what I like. I like
well, she's built like one of those girls I said that had like a more gaping vagina because she's just a like kind of like built like bigger.
Oh.
Which dude I'm totally for because like I can rail for like 30 minutes that way.
Do you think her boobs are fake?
Pull them up. Man, that's hard. It's really hard to tell right there.
Which photo? See, I don't think her boobs are fake. I think she's real.
They look like they could be, but they all like if they were, they did a really good job. They probably went under the muscle if they are.
Maybe. I don't know. I think her boobs are real.
Yeah, I would eat on them. I don't care. So yeah, she's hot.
You would eat on anything. God damn it, Camel. Of course you would eat off Paige Spiranak. Of course you would.
Yes.
No, even I would possibly. I mean, I might
even me.
I might dabble with like eating some sushi off of her or something. I mean, that'd be kind of hot. But, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So
she's really great.
Basically, here's my thought process. I could get a girl. I could get a girl that looks like Paige. I've hooked up with a bunch of girls that look like that Paige girl.
Well, she's like the average American girl, of course. Yeah.
Well, she's extremely hot average American girl.
Yeah.
Imagine average American girl weighs 170 pounds.
Well, that's true nowadays. That's true.
But this other girl, the like thick fucking like bodybuilder girl, and she's not gone. She's not too far gone. She's perfect.
She needs to stop now because she's gonna end up looking like a man.
No more. Right there. It's perfect. Because anything else, if she starts going too hard on gear after what got her here, she'd start getting masculine. But I would never get a girl like that. That's the difference.
See, this is Camelot. This is the same deal and same issue with women who start doing plastic surgery or like getting Botox and fillers and stuff like that. There's a point, and then you have to stop. And if you don't stop, that's when you end up like Madonna. And you need to stop it from getting.
No, I
to
agree.
that point.
I completely agree. Oh man, I just love it. And it goes along with something I said earlier. So girls that are like sopping, like slobber pockety. This girl over here, she's on Anabar, right? We've already covered this. She's probably on low dose Anabar. That's why she got like really built.
Thick.
That hyper emphasizes an increase in libido. So they're always dripping.
Wow. Okay.
So that helps too. So I think that's biologically, it just makes me like want to go ham more.
Sure.
So that
I get it. You're a dude.
Yeah. Real quick, the Phoenix Sage says, "Love you both. Cam, can I call you Cam? I'm gonna call you Cam. I want to party with you someday, my brother. Got some Walmart stories for you. Nina, I miss you really on BBC. Hope all is well. This drunk ass will watch the full strip. What the hell? So tell me about that. Thank you, Phoenix, by the way. It's a huge one, 250 away. What is the BBC? What is this?
The BBC was the show that I was doing with Az, Gary, and Mahler on Tuesdays, but I'm not doing that anymore.
So why'd you stop doing it?
It didn't work out.
Like, did somebody call you bitch or something?
No, it was just it was a comic book nerdy show about comic books, and it just didn't work out. They just didn't think that I fit the show.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
I feel like you fit the show. You fit my show really well.
Well, we've been talking about dicks and vaginas, not about comic books.
That's what I like, man, is penis. So, like, the thing is, okay, so when I get on Flashcast, and I love Yellow Flash. Love those guys. They're my boys. But sometimes they'll talk about a comic book for like an hour and a half. Like issue 37 of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, over here, like, because I can't speak to it. I just can't. I've never been into the Marvel stuff, DC, don't care about comic books. I've never been into the movies, not into that shit. And so when they get on that the subject matter, it's so hard for me to speak to it. So I'm just like quiet for like an hour.
Well, I'm also much more political, and I think like Az is not as political. Usually it's on like because it would switch back and forth from Gary's and Az's channel, and like Gary and I would go off on a tangent about like American politics, and Az would be just sitting there being like, I don't want to talk about politics. And it was his show, so I mean, I like completely understood that it was just not. It's just not the right fit. We're still friends. We're playing, Conan Exiles. Everything's fine. It just was like a show that didn't work out.
All right. Just to give everybody an announcement, Nick says he's about to come on. He just texted me. So when he comes on, I'm going to take a piss. So, because I'm about to die. Dude, every time 10 o'clock hits one of my shows, I'm about to piss my pants. And I'm trying to think.
I can hold it down if you need to go.
Like, how do I thwart this? Like, no, I'll wait for Nick because he can speak to things too. But yeah, I don't know I don't know why I'm so bad at thwarting the piss. And it goes back to me being so hydrated. I'm so hydrated all the time. My piss has never been yellow. I can't remember the last time it was yellow.
Wow.
Except for that one time. When you start drinking whiskey and you get like really drunk real fast, you totally forget about that stuff. So you wake up the next day and it's like brown and you're like, oh God, I might die soon.
Oh my God, that happened to me once. And then I ended up in the hospital because I didn't realize I was really dehydrated.
Yeah.
And they couldn't even stick the IV in because I was like so dehydrated. There was blood all over the place. It was bad.
God damn. Do it like Devin on FNT. No.
Oh my God.
That was rough, dude. That was wild.
I couldn't believe that because it was more like I was just worried about Gary's channel. Like when it happened, I was just like, dude, people get kicked off for way less. Like that is just that's kind of uncool for Gavin to do that just because it risks like Gary's livelihood. But otherwise, it was like whatever.
The thing that's weird to me is the fact that he asked Gary right before he did it if this was Gary's main source of income. And Gary said yes. And then he proceeded to do it almost like out of malice. Like it was weird.
Yeah. I didn't even catch that. See, that's
yeah. So it was weird. People said it was a fake penis, probably so it wouldn't get them in trouble. I'm gonna be honest. Like I looked at it, I watched it. It looked not totally like a real penis, but I could be wrong. It looked like a flaccid little goofy penis. So
I mean, I thought it was a fake too, but then Nick said if mine looked like that, I would say it's fake too. I mean,
that's true.
So that could be, it could be something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Randall Goalie says boobs and Botox. Beyond that, just stop. Also, only under the muscle implants. Gummy bears. Yes, that's the implant. Yeah. So I agree with that. I'm not a big fan of boob implants. I kind of like just the natural floopy. But I'm in favor of Botox. Botox is really cool. The way it works, it doesn't do anything. All it does is it paralyzes whatever. So, like for example, look at my forehead. It's like 900 wrinkles, right? Yeah. If I got Botox on my forehead, I would just. It's like I can't wrinkle my forehead anymore, but I can still raise my eyebrows.
I get it. I guess I get a little bit here.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay.
So I can raise my eyebrows all day, but if I had Botox, my forehead wouldn't wrinkle anymore. And that's kind of the idea. So I need. I've been thinking about it for a long time, but also like I'm a guy, and like the more distinguished and my wrinkles are, I feel like it doesn't matter. I kind of like when I get my beard's getting really gray. Like every day it's getting grayer. Like,
I like your beard.
Yeah, it was but like yeah, it was when I first got my beard, like I think it was October of last year. And I got a big old beard, and it was like a little bit of gray right here. And I was like, that's weird. And that was 6 months ago. And now you can't really see it on camera, but it's almost all gray now right here.
Wow. You definitely can't see it because I can't see it at all. I can see a little patch right there. Yeah.
Yeah. This entire patch is all gray right here. So I would rather it all just be gray right now instead of it just being like weird, because it kind of looks weird when it's kind of just gray here and there. I kind of want it to just all be gray. Like just be gray, please. Like I don't need this shit.
I feel you.
Salt and pepper,
but the streaks are also nice though. Like if you like, you can make like kind of like the silver fox look. Like it's I like that.
I don't mind being gray, but the issue is my father barely has any gray hair, and he's 57. Like, and it's like
wow,
he has a few gray hairs right here at his temple.
That's great. Like
and I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
That's good genes, man.
I want gray hair, you know?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Well, you're genes. A chick. That's way different. Like
I know, it's true. I hate it. I hate it.
I have a friend who's a female, and she's Asian, which is, I guess, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but she's like 29, I think, 30, and her entire full head of hair is just starker gray. It's wild.
Wow.
There's a few pieces that are not, so it looks a little weird. But yeah, it's so gray. And I'm like, how did that happen that fast? Like, wow, dude. It's wild.
Yeah, mine's like that too. Like since 18, I've gotten grays because it's just genetics. It's just the way it is.
Something to do with Persia.
Yeah. It's just my dad. My dad had like very like he's just had like a white head of hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since I can remember. So it's just that genetics.
Yeah, I might be screwed. I probably won't have any, unfortunately, until I'm 60. And my dad will be gone, and we won't be able to compare and contrast anymore. Sucks.
Everybody's telling you to stay away from the Murphy. I agree with that. Don't get the Jack Murphy.
Oh no, absolutely not. Like I'm not. If I was gonna diet, I'd die all of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna do a weird thing. That's weird.
And I think it's too early for you though, Camelot. If you go like gray, like full gray now, it'll just look weird because you're too young. Like you're just way too young for that.
Everybody like, and I don't agree with this at all. But people will ask me. So I had Quarter Black Garrett on, I think. And he said he thought I was 27. And
I thought you were really young too.
I'm like, no.
I thought you were in your early 30s. I thought you were like 31, 32.
Yeah. So that's that, and that's about right. But when I shave, I look even younger, and it's weird. But the only reason I have this beard right now is because I'm lazy. And now it's big, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to shave it because it's big now. It's like
I don't know. I kind of like it because it makes you look more like mature and distinguished versus when you have a baby face.
Yeah. So thank God for that. At
You're
least
more
there's that.
attractive like this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I will
Wow.
take that into consideration when I'm looking at it. It's like a female said this, so I have to
Just
pay
don't let it go unruly and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Speaking of unruly, I've been meaning to talk about the fat acceptance movement, and I keep forgetting because I keep talking about like
That's
muscle
right.
bases. So, what do you think? So, I don't know. Have you been thin your whole life?
No. I've had a lot of weight struggles. Well, I mean, when I was younger, I wasn't big, and then I, got big, and then I've had weight struggles a
Yeah.
lot because I was into dance. I was a ballerina for a long time, so I
Yeah.
went through. I've also had body dysmorphia, so I
Yeah.
I went through the anorexia phase, all that kind of stuff. So, but for a while I was a bigger girl. And it was really difficult for me to lose it, but I did it through hot yoga and what's it called? Just cutting out sugars and carbs and fats.
Speaking of hot yoga, look at this.
Hey.
Look how
What
nice
is
he looks.
up?
Oh my God, he looks so nice today.
My
Thank
God,
you.
you look like you just came from church.
That's tomorrow. Today, no, I was just I don't know why I put this shirt on. I just did. But it's good because I have a feeling I have to take it off in a minute, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
figured that's coming.
we're 200 from Fight Milk, and Nick said he's only going to be on until a little while. Well, we'll probably be at the end once he gets off anyway. But we are 200 away. So chat, there's your goal.
200 chat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you can do it.
You can do. Oh, what? There's a purple boy. Oh, what is that in Rumble? 25. Okay, so now we're 175 away. Riken Knight says, I found out the ex-wife, divorced less than a year, is pregnant via Facebook. She apparently hasn't been with another dude very long. Damn, son, that's brutal.
Ooh,
That's brutal. Oh, speaking of, thank you, by the way, Riken Knight. Helena just jumped in right when Nick's here. She's probably waiting. She has a crush on you, Nick, I think. I don't know for sure.
Oh, well, that's fine. I have a crush on me too.
Thank you. What happened to your Friday Rumble stream? Oh, so
yeah,
it just fucked up for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got the raw recording of it. I'm trying to get it resolved without just re-uploading it. But if worse comes to worse, I'll re-upload it and they'll either transfer it because they have the power to do crazy shit behind the scenes. I think they can transfer it onto the existing link, or I'll just make a new one. What
happened to it?
I don't know. It didn't save.
Oh, that's weird. I fell asleep watching your show last night on the couch, and then my husband came and woke me up at like 4 a.m, and you were still in my ear, and he was just like,
it was a great show. It was a great show. I don't know. I think it's because I was real drunk. I was like, this is great. This is
dude.
It was a good show. It was fun.
Now the Friday shows are quickly becoming like the thing I look forward to all week. Same. Not just because it's Friday, but just they're the most fun shows. They're so relaxed, and people seem to really like them.
Oh my God, it was so funny when Dick kept saying really fucked up shit and being like, "Yeah, we're on Rumble, right?"
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Not yet."
He brought Vito's goofy ass. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh shit, we just fought on Twitter yesterday." It was fun though. It was fun.
Vito doesn't care about like the fights.
Me neither.
He and I have fought plenty of times, and like as gay and weird as he is, like he's at least not a colossal cunt. Like he's not trying to cancel people and stuff like that.
Speaking of canceling people, which doesn't make any sense, I'm just trying to segue.
Well, you tried Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut, by the way, I love you. 20 gifted memberships, which is like the biggest one probably ever.
Woo! Had a boy.
Fantastic.
Happy birthday, by the way, David Wolf. Nick, hold it down for 2 seconds. I got to pee so bad, and then we'll come back and we'll slam some milk.
Sure.
Nick, Vito totally tried to cancel people once. He tried to cancel Friday Night Tights.
Right. Yes. Aside from that, sorry. And he did. He apologized for that eventually, and I called him out on that pretty hard. But
did he actually apologize?
Yeah, I think so, if I remember right. But it might have been hollow.
I remember when he came on my stream and he went off about sympathizing with pedos, and then Az came on there and screamed at him for trying to cancel Friday Night Tights. That was pretty fun.
That's good. Well, and I over that Friday Night Tight shit, I went on the Dick Show and confronted him there too.
Oh, okay. I don't think I caught that one.
That's a shitty thing that he did there.
Well, if he apologized, I mean, as long as he learned from it.
and I'm not here to defend Vito either because
Yeah, fuck that guy.
But he was on the show. We had a civil time. It was good, and that's fine. How you been? I haven't talked to you since your show the other day.
Yes, it's Wednesday. It was good. It was a good time. How are you? You look like you had a nice day. You look refreshed.
I did. I got to drive my car today.
You did. Tell me all about. Wait. First of all, and this is something we're gonna have to ask when Cody gets back to. Yeah. Do you name your car? Are you gonna name your car?
I don't know.
Are you one of those dudes that names their car?
No, my wife we named our like vans that we have that the kid that like transporters.
Oh, okay.
So like our Navigator is named Big Betty or whatever.
That's funny.
We always have like a fat name is what we try to do for the
bigger
ones.
Cars.
I don't care about naming cars.
Okay, so tell me all about you driving your car. How was it?
It was amazing. It's a whole different experience because all I've driven for the past, well, I mean, I guess I had a Ford Fusion for a while from law school until last year when I got the Navigator. I had that same car and it's a smooth sedan or whatever. It's very nice. This is a sports car though. Like, and so it's a little jerkier. It brakes a lot harder. And you feel the ground, any unevenness. The suspension's a little tighter. So that was fun to get used to. It's fast as fucking hell. And it just goes.
A standard?
No, it's an automatic.
Okay.
You wait for me. Hold on. Tell me about it.
Oh,
dude, it was at 100 like in fucking 3 seconds.
No, it was not. What are you talking about?
I mean, it was at like 60.
It was, I went from 0 to 55 and stopped immediately at 55. No, it's a fast fucking car. It gets on it really quick, and I don't know. I have a whole lot more exploring to do.
What people are wanting to know what kind of car?
So it's a 2022 GT500 Shelby Cobra Mustang.
It's a monster. God, you have like what 750 horsepower or something like that?
760, good sir.
I apologize.
Oh, and Camelot, he said that he's not one of those dudes that names their car. Well, like not the sports car. He has names for the vans though. What was it? Black Betty? Fat Betty.
Big Betty is the name of our Navigator, but Lady Raggets makes me name. She makes the names. So like I think our big fucking abductor van that we have, because we have like a 12-passenger van. That one's called Bertha, if I remember right.
I call those grape vans.
Yeah. Well, this one doesn't have this one has windows though. So it's not windowless and they're not smoked out.
I almost got kidnapped in one of those when I was like 13. I was actually younger. I was like 12 years old. I don't know if you guys ever actually heard about this, but there was this dude who's called the Abbotsford Killer. And he was like the Picton guy, the guy that like chopped up all the hookers' bodies and put them in the
sweet.
What's it called? The pigs. He fed them to the pigs.
Oh, he fed them to pigs, yeah.
Yeah. He was like out on the loose back in the day, and I used to he was in our neighborhood, and I was walking home from school, and my friend and I caught this dude in the van, like following us from home to school, like
holy shit,
2 days.
You almost got cut up and fed to pigs, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Oh God, dude. Speaking of fed to pigs, Billy Hatcher said, "What do you think of the Linus Tech Tip situation?" So we talked about this yesterday. Basically, somebody on his team clicked the link from like one of those shady sponsor like things in the email, and that's how that happens. Wish there was a way to get around it, but luckily,
it was you, wasn't it, Cody?
It was me. Yeah. So
he hacked him.
Luckily, it was resolved within a day. Obviously, because of his freaking size. But yeah. Dude, people were so mad at me because I was going to say that earlier, Nina, for the algorithm thing. He got his channel got deleted or it, got hacked. And of course, I made a Linus video like a week or two ago, and it got like 80,000 views like in a day because I was talking about his business practices with his employees. And I was like kind of like shitting on the business practices a little bit because I don't really care when you're not allowed to talk about your pay. I think that's weird. And of course, like, dude, people are so pissed at me. And I'm like,
It's
bro,
a very Canadian thing, though.
I didn't even shit on him at all. Like, I was like, I like line of steak tips. I don't. It was just I'm just disagreeing with this one thing. Thank you, Nathan. By the way,
How dare you,
what happens to Camelot stays in Camelot. Hell to the Pope.
Yeah.
Jason Ingram. Oh hell, the law Pope.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yes, Nick is here. He's beautiful, as you can see in his face, and we're
His
150.
hair is all proper today too.
He just looks great.
I'm just
You're just putting out this really very put together vibe tonight.
Well, look, if you're gonna come on CamelCast, you gotta be ready to bring it. You know,
This is true.
And that's why I got my crop top on. Thank you, by the way. We are 60 likes from the goal already of 1,000, and we're 150 from 5 milk. Get the hell on it, dog on it. Twisted Life, I love you. I appreciate you. Joining y'all for some drinks after my 10-hour shift at Best Buy.
oh
Damn. Thank you.
I could
so
not
much.
work at retail for 10 hours
Crazy.
anymore.
No, dude, I couldn't even do it for 10 minutes now. I'm done forever. If
Yeah, I'm
YouTube falls through and Rumble, yeah, I'm just gonna live on the street, man.
Oh,
Never
Nina,
again.
did Camelot tell you that I texted him a pornographic picture yesterday?
No.
I walked
What?
by the GameStop in my mall,
Oh,
and it had the gate down. It was
It was
just
done.
closed.
done forever.
Oh
No, it's still open. They were just temporarily closed.
Oh,
but
okay.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, oh, Camelot's he's gonna fucking lose it when he sees this. It was
Well,
great.
they posted a profit for the first time in like a long time, years. And it's because they basically closed a bunch of stores, laid off a bunch of corporate people, laid off a bunch of other people, and liquidated some shit to get a $40 million profit, which in 2014 we made like 800 million or 600 million in profit. So yeah, and that made everybody lose their mind because they're like, yeah, it's profitable now because they made literally 8 cents in
It's a dying business. It's a dying model. They have not figured out how to convert. Like for you mentioned you went to Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Best Buy has figured out how to convert the live retail store experience into something tactile, right? You go in, they have all the products sitting out all over the place. You can go, you can look at them, you can touch them, you can kind of figure out how some of them work. And that is the big advantage that retail stores have over online stores. It's in fact, it's the only advantage that they have.
Yep.
And they have to exploit it. Well, GameStop can't figure out how to actually make that happen. And I don't know what they need to do. Maybe they need to put like 15 PlayStations or whatever in there and have people like get some excitement and take out half their inventory, get rid of the fucking Funko Pops.
They had a really, and Nick, they had a really bad ownership there.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a Nintendo rep, we had problems going into like GameStop stores. Like people complained about me because I wanted to go there and like sample the games. So I had actually employees like call Nintendo and fucking can't complain about me because they're like, oh, your Nintendo rep was a little too pushy. We told her to leave because we didn't want her to sample the product. And I was like, well, like it was launch day and this should have been that like people were waiting there and like they had lined up to come and like buy this new fucking Fire Emblem game. Why aren't we sampling it? Like that's the whole point. And they got so excited to see me there because they're like, oh my God, Nintendo's here. And they wanted to like take pictures with me and like all this stuff. So they just have really shitty business practices. They don't understand what makes them money. And like when people come there and they see a Nintendo rep there and they're like, oh, I want to take pictures with you. Oh, what other game do you suggest? Oh, like should I buy these, this, and this? That's sales of your stores. And they don't even understand that. Like it's just crazy to me.
The issue is like they're trying for like max profit margin on every item they have in the store. And the other issue is GameStop is one of the more expensive place to get any type of game media. Like there's just no benefit anymore.
Yeah.
And there is no reason for the stores to exist. At one point, they were going to convert most of the stores over to like arcades where you could like have LAN parties, rent it out and stuff. And then they just never did that. And I was like, well, that might be the only thing that could possibly maybe save them. And even then, it might backfire, but it's different at least. And they didn't even do that. And they just dug in and kept doing the same shit ever. And now it's just over. Like, it's just, there's just no point in it existing anymore. So rest in peace. I don't see it lasting very long. And unless people somehow are convinced to keep investing in it, like retail investors keep investing in it because they think they're part of a movement to take down like billionaires, even though like everybody in the executive team are already billionaires. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. The Raw set says, I heard about one first Camelot, but watch Nick first when the Vic stuff happened. Love all three of you. Thank you so much, Raw set. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, Vic Mignon is great, man. And I can't wait to see him again. Hopefully soon. I don't know if he'll be at Matsuri. I know most of us will be. What about Neat?
I think he will be. He almost always is. They love him there.
Yeah, his line is outrageous. Outrageous. Yeah. Vic Mignogna's line is the only one that compared to Nick's line. I don't think Nina was there. Nina needs to go to Matsuri for damn sure.
I would love to as soon as your fucking country lets me in. I will come there. But so far,
Japan just did like the other day, and now I'm going to Japan because I was going to go to Japan, and then I found out that you had to be vaccinated to go to Japan, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to Japan because I just don't care to now, especially with the data now. And then they lifted that shit. Like, and Andrew, like legal mindset, he was like, dude, meet me in Japan in October. And I was like, all right. And he's like, I'm like, well, I'll be there. Hell yeah.
Japan?
So fucking
I
jealous.
would love to go to
I'm excited.
I don't think I can go. Like I was talking to Lady Raggets today and I was like, I can't figure out how we could possibly get away to Japan and come back and not have death traps waiting for us from our children. Like they would murder us if we went to Japan without them.
Yeah.
See that the great thing about that, unfortunately, it will be very bad when I'm 70 and on my deathbed. But right now, all I have is dogs, and I can just get my
put them in a kennel. Yeah.
Same
or a dog sitter. Either one.
Yeah, I have a lady that cleans my house every other week, and I just let her stay at my house while I'm gone.
Wait, you have dogs too? How many dogs do you have?
I got 2 dogs, a German Shepherd and a Husky.
God, you're such a white girl.
Yeah, they're huge.
I know they're huge just for you, big boy.
They don't have no. My German Shepherd's penis is tiny. It's embarrassing, actually.
What the fuck?
They say that pets look like their owners after a while.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, see, I've never thought of that. That makes way more sense now that I think about it.
Well, we also named Camelot's penis while you weren't here.
What was it?
What did you name it?
It's Goomba.
Oh yeah.
Goomba. Oh, because it's like
because it's
okay,
shaped like a Goomba.
It's all head.
I've heard about it. I've never seen the legend myself, but
well, he drew it. He drew
as far
it
as
for
the
me.
internet is concerned.
He drew it for me, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like a Goomba."
I just need to release the porn I have, man. Like with all my Tinder girls, just release it. Now I'd probably get arrested though.
You'd have to get all their permission. That'd be a fucking nightmare.
That's what I was thinking. Is like I'd probably get arrested because I haven't got their consent. Legal Vices, my boy says, what to my wandering eyes should appear but old Pope Nick and 2 tiny reindeer. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it, dude.
Weird, but I'll take it.
Yeah, dude. I'll have him on the show in like a week and a half or something, I think.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing?
He's goated. He's a good dude. I love him. Maybe he'll go to Japan. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. He's closer.
Yeah.
If I can make it happen, I will. But I just don't like. My brain says there's like no way we could shoot to Japan for a week. I just can't figure that out.
Yeah. Speaking of Japan, if we're on opposite day, what do you think about the fat acceptance movement, Nick? I kind of know what you think about it, but like, can you give me a rundown of what you think about it real quick?
Yeah, I don't accept fat.
I agree. Yeah,
I don't accept it at all. I don't accept it on me, or anybody else, and I think we need to stop. Like, look, you can go through a phase in your life where you blimp up a little bit, something happens. And there's 2 ways to approach it. One is radical self-loathing, which is the proper way. And 2, which is fat acceptance, which is the road straight to fucking hell.
Yep. And that road leads to Wall-E. You guys ever seen Wall-E?
Yes.
Where everyone's fucking fat. That's basically where we're at. Because I said this on Nick's show yesterday. I had a girl and I was hanging out with her. And I told her, we were sitting at some restaurant, I can't remember where it was, and I was like, dude, look around us. Like everyone here is overweight except for like 3 people, and there was like 100 people. It was packed, right? So there was a lot of people there at this restaurant, this bar, and she was like, yeah, wow, you're right. And she texts me like the day of Nick's show, the Friday show, and she's like, wow, I'm out right now at the club, and I was thinking about what you said about how everybody's overweight, and I cannot get it out of my head. And she's like, everywhere I go, I just look around and I notice everyone's overweight. everyone.
So this is like a thing now because sometimes I'm in like I feel like I'm in a bubble because I live in Mexico and things are a little bit different here.
Yeah.
Like, is everybody fat now in the States? Is that really like a
yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
70% of people in the US are overweight. Men and
Wow.
women. Yeah.
It's unreal, Nina. Like you walk around and you're just like, I don't remember this 10 years ago.
Right.
Only 10 years
Because
ago, too.
Because
Only
in Mexico, like they do drink, like Mexico, they love their Coke, they love their sugar, like they really,
it's real
really, really
sugar.
love it. Yeah,
Real
it's
sugar
cane
and Coke in
sugar.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yes,
Big difference.
but they do love like their sugars and carbs and stuff like that. But they still aren't as fat as Americans are. Like I feel like Americans have gotten just a little too fat. Now, my problem with the whole fat acceptance movement is that people have started handing out like I don't know, certificates or I don't know, something to weirdos, like to fat obese weirdos that now call themselves fat therapists and they go around and advise people on weight and how everybody's racist and sexist because they don't because they don't believe in fat.
Yep.
So like that's what I have a problem with fucking fictional titles of fat obese people that just go around the country giving speeches at colleges about how it's okay to be fat.
Right.
Like fuck that shit.
No,
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's not okay to be fat. Look, again, you can get fat. You can get there. Things can happen in your life, but you should be striving to be not fat. And there's so many people who are like, nah, I'm good with it. Don't be good with it.
What it boils down to is you have people that they'll look at themselves in the mirror and they'll be like, man, I'm not happy with myself. And then they'll get on Twitter or social media or see some news program where it's like, you should just take a mental health day and just care about yourself and don't worry about this other shit. And then they get in that mindset where they're like, oh, well, that's right. I'll just take a mental health day. My mental health is more important than my physical health.
Oh God.
And then they'll just get fat as hell. And so I told this to Nick when we first went to Las Vegas or when we planned to go. And I was like, dude, so the first time I went to Las Vegas was in 2010 or 2011. And every woman was mind-bogglingly hot. Every single woman. Me and Nick went recently. And I remember walking around the Venetian and being like struggling to find a woman that wasn't like overweight.
Dude, it was
really
weird.
Oh, that's sad.
10 years. That's 10, 11 years. And that's actually true. And it's the advent of social media. It was social media that got people into the fat acceptance thing because 10, 20 years ago, the overweight rate in America was 35%. Now it's 70. That's how.
That's the thing, Camelot. Like maybe you have an opinion on this because I don't understand. Like it's kind of like the chicken and the egg for me. I don't understand when the fat mannequins hit the store.
Oh
because
my God,
I feel
yes.
like when the fat mannequins hit the store, it was like, okay, did everybody get too fat? And like that's basically the average size. So they're saying like, look, everybody can wear this, or was it like the opposite way? Like people weren't that fat and then they were like, oh, this is okay now, this is acceptable, so let me grow to this size because this is acceptable now. Like I don't get how that happened.
It's when you think about it, and this is what I do, is I'm like, I'll see an ad, right? And it's like a fat woman in like a bikini. And I'm like, God, why is this the thing? Why is this happening? But then you realize that their demographic they're selling to is that woman almost. So it's actually like, oh, well, shit. Now they have to advertise to these people because this is the demographic now.
The problem is when I walk by a Victoria's Secret and I see a fat mannequin with some lingerie on, I want to vomit.
Yeah, it's like gross.
But they always still give them flat stomachs, and that's never the case.
Oh my God,
they're just like brick house wide, and then but their stomach is like flat and toned, and it's still got the lines down the sides. Like, I've never met this woman in my life.
No, oh my God. I went to a Victoria's Secret like literally the other day because they just opened one here. Like they just opened a full one in Cancun and they had the fat mannequins and stuff. And they had these pictures, Nick, of like giant, fat, like obese woman that was like just rolls and everything.
Oh god.
Right next to the skinniest model that you could possibly think of. So they're like standing next to each other at this photo shoot taking this picture. And I'm thinking to myself, like I would hate to be that skinny model because you're like, just fucking working your
'Cause you
ass
might
off
get
to
eaten.
look like that. Yes.
You might think you're corn on the cob or something. Oh my god.
Well,
Stay away from those big hands.
it falls under the duff. So that skinny girl actually probably feels pretty good because the fat chick beside her makes her look so much better.
Or makes her feel like shit because they're getting paid the same. The fat
Yeah.
chick might be getting paid even more, and the skinny chick's like everlastingly
Oh,
hungry.
my.
We're always hungry. Okay, we're never eating.
You know what this reminds me of? By the way, Matt Self, he says he's behind, but Five Milk, love you, appreciate you. Twisted is for your mods trapped in the basement. They need drinks, but only Fireball. That sucks.
Gross. Oh,
Thank you.
Right.
Kill me.
Alfarius says Mexico passed the United States in most obese country in the world in 2013, but we took it back in 2019. USA. And Casey says, what day is your race in North Carolina? April 1st in Jacksonville, North Carolina at New River All-American Speedway. Thank you, Casey. For the pink boy, we are now only 30 from Five Milk. That fast. Damn, Casey. Damn. So, speaking of that, this is kind of related. And I think it's because it's kind of like the acceptance now. And I don't really understand what is the requirements to become a model anymore. But I was in Target getting some protein bars because my Amazon, I didn't know.
Well, the requirement now is, are you big enough to write an ad on your fucking stomach like a billboard?
Dude, that's what it is. And I was walking through Target.
Target.
I was seeing all these like pictures of, there's like models, like especially when you're passing the cosmetic section or clothes, there's like model and they're just laughing. Like there's a picture of their face and it's it's almost like a mug shot and they're like laughing and it's like the Target models and they're all hideous. There's like one girl and she's a black girl, which is fucking fine. There's black women that are beautiful, but she like had like she had like a 6-inch gap in her front two teeth.
Oh,
and then her pores on her nose were all clogged. And they were just like
gross
blackheads all down her nose. And they were
like at least exfoliate that bitch.
Yeah, can you put any work in at all?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. By the way, it's Five Milk. Trent Westbrook. Boom. Ferrari. He got it. Thank you, Trent. Hey, how you doing, baby? By the way, I love you. I appreciate you. You got us there. Get the hell on it. We'll do it here in about 15-20. Thank you so much, Trent, for keeping the streak alive. And Holy Ozone says, Goofy Fat Acceptance underlines the mental health problem here. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Thank you guys so much. Master Lions, your goated as hell. Man, they're going ham as hell here lately.
Jeez.
And Wicked Virtue, I saw yours, baby. The beautiful Wicked Virtue. Let me find her as a beautiful girl that I've been watching lately. Definitely not for simp reasons. I have to watch somebody when Nina's not on. Thank you, Wicked Virtue. I appreciate you.
Where does she? What's her content like? What's she do? Is she on YouTube?
Yeah, she does similar content to Nina or Anna. Similar shit. So
very cool.
Yeah, same.
Guys, check out her channel.
Check out Wicked Virtue. Damn it! Somebody post her link in the chat. Jesus.
I'm gonna look her up right now.
Yeah, I plan on bringing her on the show pretty soon. Alfarius Omegan, love you, dude. Appreciate you. But yeah, dude. It's insane. Oh, Sarah.
Her channel's name is Wicked Virtue.
Yeah. Sarah says, lose the gut and you'll gain an inch down there. Yeah.
Official Wicked Virtue.
Let me look. Let's pull it up. I'll pull it up right now. Hold on.
I can't find her.
I'm trying, damn it. Hold on.
God, you suck, Camelot.
I'm subscribed to her. It should pull her up. Hold on. Yeah, she's right there. Wait, no, hold on. She's not. Where the hell is she? I'm gonna just go through my subscriptions, I guess. That's weird. I was watching her stream the other day and she had a bunch of people on. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, there's no space. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That'll do it.
That.
Yeah, here she is.
There she is.
There she is.
Wicked Virtue.
I just subscribed to her.
There she is. She's beautiful. Look at her.
Very cool. Same
Look how
thing.
adorable she is. So yeah, I plan on having her
Love
on.
the glasses.
Yeah, dude. And they're not like goofy looking. They're like good looking. Sometimes they can get a little goofy.
Well, sometimes they're too big, too like the thick frames, and they do them too big.
Yeah,
they gotta be the right.
Yeah.
They gotta be the right shape for your face. Like all glasses, they gotta be the right shape for your face.
Yep. Chief Sling and Beef says, Nick and Cody, see you boys in Nashville. If you need a band, my bro-in-law is a pro around here. Play some Rocky Top for you, Cody. You racing at the Nashville Fairgrounds? I am not this year. I would like to, but I don't think that'll happen this year. Thank you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Yeah, dude. It's been wild as hell. It's been a wild as hell couple of weeks. And like I say to Nick every damn show when we do the Friday show, I feel like the tide is turning, man. I'm excited. People are pushing it back against shitty ass movies. They're pushing back against shitty ass shows, and they're pushing it back against fat acceptance. Because look, you never should walk up to a fat person and be like, "You fat," obviously, okay, but there needs to be no weird romanticizing around it.
Unless you're a based old man on an airplane.
Oh,
that guy can do it.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
That guy was so fucking funny.
Oh my God, that was so funny. But I think the thing that really pisses me off is, like I said, because we got into this whole fat acceptance thing, there's people actually getting certificates and telling people that it's okay to be fat. And this thing has gotten way out of hand because there's actual quote unquote doctors now saying that fat equals healthy. And I have a problem with the fat equals healthy message. So there's a lot of people that think that even if you're overweight, if you're overweight, as long as you move around once in a while, or you go for a workout, you lift weights or whatever, that you're automatically equal healthy. And that's just not the case, because excess fat still putting a strain on your heart. And that's why you're a lot of people have cardiac arrest when they're overweight because of that. So that myth that's going around that fat equals healthy, that's what I have a problem with. Because most people, we used to know that fat did not equal healthy, and now there's just this myth that's kind of being told to the youths. It's
weird because they'll be like, "Oh, by the way, there is no science behind you having health issues because you're fat," and I'm like, you can't just say that and expect people to not there is.
There's
years of studies.
Have you watched 600 Pound Life? You do.
Have you listened to a fat person breathe? And I know you have, because if you're in the same county, you've heard it.
Oh my God.
These people don't realize that 10 of these people, maybe more now, that have appeared on TLC's 600 Pound Life are dead now.
Oh God, that's so sad.
It's not a coincidence. They didn't get hit by a bus. No, they died of heart attacks or random shit or dying in their sleep.
Now, to be fair, and I don't want to get you kicked off YouTube, but to be fair, there's other reasons now why fat people are having cardiac arrest.
Oh,
and I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say anymore.
I have no idea what could be the reason behind this.
It's just fat.
I'm not saying anything else, but just stop it.
I don't know if that still happens, right? You can say that now, or is that still?
No, you can't.
I wouldn't bother with that one.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Not vibing.
Hold off on that one.
Oh, what is it called? Mayo? Oh, no, it's just not talking about it yet.
Mio is a drink that Anna, Anna puts in her drinks, like a weird degenerate.
100%.
Okay, that's one girl that should be 300 pounds. I don't know what's in her DNA.
Don't worry, it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, eating Doritos and damn Mountain Dew and shit. Yeah, she's fucked eventually.
I don't know. I don't think she will be. I think it's her genetics. I think she's just she has very good genes.
Hopefully get a crack at her before that happens. Look, I've been drinking. Okay, calm down, everybody.
You have? I didn't know you were drinking.
Yeah, I'm 5 claws and a shot of Woodford in.
Oh shit! Now it's dangerous time.
These locals, people. Targo the Wide over here. Jabradle. I'm down 40 pounds since Vegas. Holy shit!
That's great.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Amazing.
$20 tip in locals. I don't know why locals is insane today. It's $100 tips in locals already.
Get it
first. Thank you guys. Ooh, White Claw. Carrie, you're literally a white woman. What do you mean, ooh, White Claw? That's what you're supposed to drink when you're white. Look at her. You look at her profile picture.
That's what you're supposed to drink when you're white.
White girls especially. I was talking to Donut Operator. I had him on the show. I don't know
what that is.
Dude, Donut Operator was telling me, he's like, yeah, all I drink's White Claw now because beer makes me feel bloated. And I've been drinking it for years. And he's like, so I just drink Claw. And I'm like, we're basically the same guy because I'm flying out there in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I hope you have the claw, man, because I'm flying out there, but it's just seltzer. It's like
Oh, it's like seltzer. Okay.
it doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes
Seltzer with like 5% alcohol or whatever.
yeah, it's beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, I love it. I fucking love it.
I'm
Not
on a bit of a sake kick recently.
sake, like
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, like Japanese rice wine, like
But
really
you're like-
cold rice wine, like so good.
Dude, there's this restaurant that Lady Rackets and I go to in the Twin Cities called Moto E, and it's one of the only places outside of Japan that actually brews their own sake.
Ooh.
But they have these carafes, and the carafes are like blown glass, but they have this hollowed out section where they put the ice and shit in there, so it cools the sake without watering it down because it just it's like a pocket of ice in the glass. Those things are cool as fuck. I want one badly.
That's cool. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, Naughty. Love you. Congratulations, and I hope you hit your goal of not 198 pounds. Them breathing sounds sound like asthmatic Darth Vader. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I hope. I think people are pushing back enough now. And it's actually good that people went so hard in one direction as fast as they could, because now people, even normal people, even people that reside on like the like morale left, are even starting to get like, all right, this is getting bullshitty. Like everybody for every reason is getting bullshit.
Are they? I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I mean, there was people all over talking about how like Little Mermaid's getting a lot of dislikes on YouTube, the trailer. And there are black people on Twitter that's like, look, dude, like, can you just give us a black character that like we feel like we're getting like useless hand-me-downs from white characters to make us feel better.
Yeah,
which they are.
They are
black characters, you know.
They just literally, like, Disney just literally canceled the only black princess that they had. Like, they were gonna do a live action of it, like the Princess and the Frog thing, and they canceled it. And I was like, this girl would have been perfect for the Princess and the Frog. They should have cast her as the Princess and the Frog girl,
dude.
and then they could have cast somebody else for
They
Ariel,
have a Disney movie right now that has the majority of the cast is black, and that is Princess and the Frog, and they just don't do it.
They don't do it. It's crazy. They just canceled it too. I mean, I guess they know that they're not gonna make money off of that. Did you guys see that new Netflix thing though? Like, I was just like, what the fuck? Because
Are you about to talk about the Queen?
Yeah,
where it's just she's black again. It's like they're just making like, oh, the French Queen and the Scottish Queen, and they're all
Queen Charlotte.
They're all just black now.
Well, it's like basically black, like it's basically black fanfic, I think. Like, because it's not not real. Like, because I feel like there's a bit of a difference between what they did with Bridgerton and what they did with Anne Boleyn, because they did the Anne Boleyn story, but they said that that's real. Like, she was really black. But in Bridgerton, at least they say it's fanfic. It's not like it's not. They're not passing it off as like actual historical stuff. They're saying this is historical fiction.
Yeah, and to be honest, it doesn't bother me because I'm never gonna watch that bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either. I don't care.
But when I start seeing actual like black Americans that are like frustrated at the Little Mermaid, I'm like, can you guys just give these guys like a good representation?
A real character.
Princess and the Frog, something. Because like just changing, we changed Simba to black now, like, or we changed Little Mermaid to black now. It's like, that's not what they want. They want their characters that already have stories. Shit, there's a black mermaid in the universe that's one of Ariel's friends. They could have made an entire new thing about her and elaborated on her story, but they're like, nah, we're just gonna replace Ariel. It's
that's
like, what
ridiculous.
That's because she's a redhead, though.
I ginger side. I literally said it when you said that. It's ginger side. If you're a redhead in media, you fucked. You black.
Well, the crazy part is
too bad because they need to be protected.
Yeah,
they were gonna do. There was a new thing that they're gonna do because they're making Red Sonja the show, and at first they cast this black girl. And I really liked her actually because she was the girl from Killjoys, and I really like Killjoys. So I was actually like, I know she's like, she's not a terrible actress. So I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe they can make her look good. But then she walked away from the project. So now they've cast like an actual redhead girl to be Red Sonja, and she looks great, and she's got big boobs too. So I was like,
you gotta do
this
that for
girl's
Red
great.
Sonja.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So Everybody's
Boobs are
happy now.
great.
Oh my god, dude, asses. You know what's the best, Nick? Is
To
those.
He says yeah, but then he immediately goes to
He
ass.
goes to
I love it.
ass.
Well,
like,
you have
immediately.
Your boobs are great. Ass.
those two dimples at the top of the ass crack.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that though.
Dude, I wish I could spoon them bitches out and eat them.
You
God,
could.
I mean,
You
well,
could just put some
Wait.
ice cream in there or something.
I
mean, you go to
misheard that. Did
jail.
you say boobs on top of ass crack? I didn't hear.
The two dimples on
Yeah.
either side of the spine, right where the cheeks
Oh,
meet the
okay.
back.
I love them.
Back dimples are great.
I get that.
God,
I
I
get
love
that.
them, dude. I love them so much.
What
Speaking of
Camelot,
back dimples,
what Camelot should know, of course, is that my favorite feature on a woman is actually the back. That's my favorite thing.
oh yeah,
People are always like, "Are you a tits man or an ass man?" I'm like, I love the taper of a back, like that to me.
Like the hourglass shape.
Yeah,
Is that
and
how-
like just the way that backs like the hourglass shape from the front is good, but from the back,
Yeah, from the
something
back,
about
like
it,
the.
yeah.
when women
Yep.
actually go to the gym and they lift upper body, their upper back gets so amazing. Like it's just beautiful. It's like, oh god, I love it. So that's
Well, a
what
woman's body is like a work of art. That's why it's
Yes.
really fucking disgusting when they let themselves go to 200 pounds, and then you're like, "That's not a work of art. You need to
Yeah,
fix your shit."
dude, the only time, and I hooked up with a girl once because two of my girls backed out on the same day. So there was this girl that I had hooked up with like 3 months prior, and she was probably 160, but she was like 5'11. She was a tall girl. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever, I'll dump a load because I'm already ready, right?
Mhm.
And I haven't seen her in months. And dude, I text her and she's like, oh hell yeah. And she comes over, and this girl had gained like 40 pounds.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that
Dude,
sucks.
She was like 200 now, and she was kind of floppy, but she was at my house already. I was drunk. I had the whiskey in me, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fuck this bitch. And I'm bending her over and I'm hitting it, and it like I get a distinct whiff of like dirty ass.
I hate you. I
Dirty
hate you.
ass,
I hate you.
Ah.
And dude, I was like, oh god, and I was just like,
I hate this story.
There was no more edging. I was like, fuck it, just blow, be done. No edge.
I think I'm like 105. I think.
And like 90 of the pounds are in your
Wait,
titties.
pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
all
kind of
titties.
tiny.
All
How
titties.
tall are you, Nina?
5'3".
Okay, yeah, I figured you had to be pretty short. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
why.
short. I'm a 5'3".
Well,
It seems like everybody's like 5'3". Like all of the
I'm like an average height I think women are average height 5'3".
maybe I thought it was a little taller, but maybe
5'4".
not.
In America,
Is
it's
it
5'4".
5'4"?
Yeah, it's 5. It's 2 inches shorter in Asian countries. So it's 5'2" in Japan and South Korea, 5'4" in America, and then men are 5'9" in America, 5'7" in Asian countries.
Mm.
So I'm hoping when I go to Japan, I'm gonna just towering over.
You
people.
will. You'll be a
Yeah.
monster.
Thank
You
God.
would.
And you'll be wider than like 4 of them combined.
Yeah, dude. That's what, because me and Nick were talking about this earlier, talking about fighting off like Japanese people. And I'm like, dude, I can fight off like 200 at a time, dude.
Oh my god.
Just throw them, dude.
These
Like,
are the conversations we have offline. How many
This is-
Japanese
yeah.
people can we fight at the same time?
that's literally what we do. Sejong the Great says, we all know now Camelot will snap off a Slim Jim and a trap.
Oh, gross.
Now, if the trap is like 10 out of 10. Now, that being said, that was a hypothetical where I had to choose between a baby or a trap. So, like,
yeah.
What?
Nina, no, we're not getting into this.
Okay, no.
I want to drink these damn eggs, Camelot. Let's do it.
let's
Drink it.
we hit Fight Milk, boys. We're gonna do Fight Milk. Let me down my go. Oh, I can just pour it out. Holy shit! Socially Wrecked on Rumble. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you for your gold, boy. And Rakin says Monster has their own seltzers. I saw that, dude. I need to try that, dude. And let me pull this tweet real quick. Oh God, I'll watch that here in a minute. Socially Wrecked. Thank you. Let me pour this out.
Pour it out.
There we go. Yeah, I had water in this. I was drinking.
Oh, I was like, did you just pour it in your basement bathroom drain?
Yeah, like what?
No, I just poured it in another glass. That's
Oh, I was like, are you
Oh
Jared the
my
quartering
God, like
over there?
the quartering, yeah.
I
no.
was just pour it in my toilet right here.
Oh
You
my
guys ready for
God.
some Fight Milk, you bitches in the chat? I appreciate you guys so much. We're 30 likes away from 1,100. We already smashed through Fight Milk easily. I got my eggs down here somewhere. And also, I got to do something else for the boys real quick. Just real quick, like. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been an amazing show with Nina today. I appreciate you, Nina. You've been goated as hell. I love
Oh,
you,
thank
baby.
you. Glad to be here.
Get the hell on it, doggone it. And thank you, Nick, for coming by and hanging out for a minute.
Of course. Of course.
Let me turn that down a little bit. That was like blaring in my freaking headphone. So I'm going to peel this bitch off, and then we're going to start making some fight milk. You guys ready? We're going.
Okay.
Wait, he's gonna take his clothes off now?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna take his shirt. I think I have to too.
You can if you want. I mean, you got an easy access.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, didn't change shirts. Because I was like, I'm gonna have to take my shirt off on Camelot stream. We always have to do it.
You gotta change the music to like one of those, what is it? You can leave your hat on or something.
The picture, the actual picture I have of Nick in the thumbnail, like you look kind of buff in it. I saw it on Google. I found it on Google.
Oh my god, you and your fucking
All right, bitches. Here we go.
oh my god.
Get the hell on it, doggone it. And then we got five.
Yep, here we go.
Here we go. See,
All
Nick
right.
is looking pretty good.
Ow, ow! Take it off.
Oh my god.
Yay.
I'll give you high interest loans.
Muzzle top.
He's wearing his yarmulke like a gangster.
Everyone
Yeah,
wants me to
it's
take my
off the
top
side.
off. It's not happening, guys.
That would be a ban.
That's not gonna happen.
You could wear a sports bra and do it, but that's like the only way.
That's what. So Zia is the only person that's ever done Naked Snake, and she had a sports bra on, obviously. So, yeah, thank God for Zia. We were talking about
Mine's
Zia
not a
earlier.
sports bra.
We were like, she's like, I don't know the difference between multiple penises, and I was like, God, I should have asked Zia all these questions about penises. But unfortunately, I'm a
Yeah,
dumb
he's
dog.
asking me things I would not know about.
He does that to me all the time.
Yeah. Do you
I can-
prefer large or small or banana
Wait,
shape?
what? Somebody said Nina can rate. What am I rating?
It says, oh, right here. Hold on, is this what that super chat said? It said, learn the basics of the language and don't get arrested. They can hold you in solidarity for 22 days and renew it 3 times without counsel. Japanese girls might reject you too. Well, I'm not worried about Japanese. I'm just going to drink, man. If Japanese girls want to have sex with me, that's whatever.
Japanese girls would be like, oh, he's so big. He's so
Yeah.
big, but not in the pants.
Yeah, I'm, not- Well, I'm average there. Come on, like his penis up.
We can take his.
I'm trying to be closer to my people. Man.
It looks like our people's.
All right, boys.
Momo-kun.
It's time for some fight milk. Well, actually, I gotta make it.
Yeah, they'll look at your pants and be, or like they'll look at your penis and be like, oh, kawaii.
All right,
Dude,
I got
this is average.
one egg and then one of mine cracked on the way in, but
Oh,
So,
rip.
we'll make it happen. And then we got the vodka, Alamo vodka.
Ooh.
Get it.
God, it's gonna be gross.
This is disgusting.
It's easy.
It's actually not gross. I say it every time, and I think it, but when you have it, it's just fine. But I'm not doing milk, Camelot. I'm doing the vanilla protein again.
That's beautiful. That's probably what
It's
I
so
should be
good.
doing.
It's so good.
I cannot get my yolk in here. I've just destroyed this egg. Please get in there. Come on, go. Go. Oh, I have a big shell in mine, but I think it'll be all right. They generally go to the bottom. All right. I've noticed that when I get shell in it, it just goes to the bottom anyway.
I'm gonna try and learn to chug this shit. I just can't do. I don't chug drinks.
I never did either until I started doing this. All right. Sonia, what's up, baby? All right, here we go. I wonder. So I don't know if the Caps won because Shani disappeared. So I feel like something bad happened.
I don't think they did.
She's like, she probably texted me. She's like, I'm fucking done. Done with life. I'm like, oh. All right, here's the Woodford Reserve going in a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna do whiskey in there?
Yeah.
No, they lost 3-4.
Oh, that blows. See, I was stressed for a good reason. All right, bitches. Here we go. Amazing stream with you folks. I appreciate you guys so much. hanging out with the protein. I was like, wait, how'd you get white shit in there?
Yeah, people don't realize that I was brought in to be Nina's champion. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Thank you for that, Nick. I
Yeah, no
appreciate
problem.
it. I appreciate
Nina-
it.
anytime.
Yeah. So Nina was like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, I was like,
There's
that's not
no way
happening.
I'm doing that.
So
and I was
gross.
like, well, shit, I guess I had to text Nick and see if he'll come in and do the fight milk tonight. So he's the boy.
He's my champion, you guys. Go, Nick. Yay.
Yes.
Anytime.
God.
Anytime.
All right, boys. Before we slop down the juice, make sure you get the hell on it, doggone it. Trans Griggs, how much for the Jeep? 6K. 4.7 stroker, son, brand new. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like the stream. We're already at 1,100, which I think almost beats Critical Drinkers at the end of that, which is pretty freaking wild.
shit.
Incredible.
Nina's been a good guest today. It's because she talks about penises and everybody likes that. So make sure
Hey,
you like
that's the show. That's the show.
Yeah,
It's the show you're
That's
on.
what we're talking about.
yeah, it's been amazing. So it is time to do it today. And Nick already knows when to do it now. He's learned by now. The thing about whiskey that sucks is it sits right on top. You see it?
Yeah.
It sits right on top. It's all right there on top. So rest in peace,
Does
man.
it taste like eggnog?
It tastes like milk mostly.
It tastes like milk
with vodka,
with
but
some-
not harsh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not bad.
The milk actually cuts the vodka harshness straight
Oh, okay.
out.
And likes, I don't know how many likes they're 455 people on Rumble. Is that what it says? Oh yeah.
People are telling you to swallow.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the only option, right?
People are noticing I'm shivering. It's cold as fuck in my office today.
Yeah.
I don't know why, man. My whole house is
Are your
fucking freezing
nipples
today.
like totally hard right now?
Here we go, boys. You ready?
Can't see your nips.
They are. I'm ready.
Oh, damn.
There we go.
Damn.
Woo.
We
Oh
did
my
it this time. There we go. I
God.
chugged it.
Dude, yeah, you got it. Hell yeah. Right. We finished around the same time. Dude,
Oh
it's
my God, that was amazing.
the spicy of the whiskey gets me, man.
Whew. I don't know how you do it with whiskey. It's shitty enough with vodka.
That sounds
dude. Oh my
disgusting.
God.
Especially with whiskey. Ooh.
Yeah, that's rough, but I'm already kind of drunk, so it's not that bad.
Congratulations, you guys. You
It
did
all
it.
worked out in the end.
Thank you.
Oh God, I appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, thanks for saying
Yeah, those
Nick.
egg
I
burps,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, dude, it's rough, man. They get me. Thank you, Socially Wrecked. I love you. Appreciate you on Rumble. The Rumble rants have been crazy tonight. The locals tips have been crazy, and the YouTube super chats have been crazy. It's been a wild ass stream with Nina today and Nick. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. my
Real
pleasure.
quick, because I know Nick's probably are you going over to the Flashcast?
I don't know, man.
With
gotta
his
go.
shirt off like this, amazing. Show up.
That would be good.
I got to go hang out with Lady Raggets for a bit, but I may be on Flashcast.
Yeah,
after.
sometimes you gotta do that. Real
That's so
quick,
cute.
do you have anything coming up, or you want to chill, Nick?
I mean, I got a whole bunch of shit that is not. Oh, hey. Hi. I got a whole bunch of shit that isn't scheduled yet. So I don't really want to. I don't want to announce it. Just come find me anywhere, any social media, Rekieta Law on all of them. You know I love you, and you know I'm good for a laugh or two. So come check it out.
Hell yeah. Post his links. You guys know who it is. Even though most of you are here because of Nick, because that's where you found me from. I appreciate it. I get those super chats all the time. I found you from Nick, and I was like, thank God for Nick. Thank you so much. So hell yeah. What about you, Nina? What do you want to shill today?
My Rumble account, because I have one. So please go and sub to my Rumble account. And of course, YouTube as well. YouTube's great, and I love YouTube, but I'm trying to grow Rumble. So make sure you check me out, Nina Infinity on Rumble. Thank you so much for having me on tonight, Camelot. Thank
That's
you.
been a lot of fun. Yeah, here I posted Nina's link in the chat, by the way, guys. Hell, you already have 1,000 boys on there. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying hard, man. I'm trying hard in Rumble. I'm almost to 10,000. A good 3 months so far. So don't check Nick's website. Yes. I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, it's better than no website, which is me, right? So
Yeah. I've got a
I
new
mean,
one coming, like
I
a
saw
real
you-
one coming.
Yeah, I saw your website last night, Nick. That was
So good.
amazing. That was
It's
the best
perfect.
website I've ever seen.
Like I'll have a more functional one, but this one will always be me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
By the way, if you guys do not know, I have a locals. We all have probably. Do you have a locals, Nina?
Yeah. Oh no, not yet, but I will.
Okay.
Oh my
so
God, get on that.
Get the hell on it, doggone it. So me and Nick have locals. Mine is Camelot331.locals.com, which I just post in the chat. I'm sure Nick's is RekietaLaw.locals.com.
Yes, sir.
Follow you boys. I will
I
be
was supposed
live.
Sorry, I was supposed to get approved or something, and then I don't know if they've ever approved me.
Oh my God, let me help you.
Okay.
I'll hook you up with my person. She's fucking great.
But yes, hey Stephanie, how you doing? So I will be live on locals directly after this exclusively. So make sure you jump over there, support your boy. It is $5 a month. It is $50. You get 2 months free for a whole year. So get the hell on it. It helps your creators out a lot because they get 90% of the revenue
It's
from
so
Rumble.
fucking great.
Or sorry, locals. So make sure you go over there. I did post my locals link in the chat just now, and I will post it again. But hell yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for coming out and hanging out. This has been one of the funner shows I've ever had. Thank you, Nina. For being,
I
means a
love
lot
doing
to
shows with
me.
Nina. Nina's awesome.
Yeah, Nina's great, dude.
You guys are the best. Thank you.
I don't give a damn. She'll talk about whatever, man. Like, it's great. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like the stream on the way out. We're almost to 1,200. All the people on the Rumble, I love you. I appreciate all the Rumble rants. I read all of those. Everybody,
Smash the like fucking
Yes.
Camelot likes a smash ass.
yes,
Do it.
yes. Don't
Smash it
care.
like a pisser.
Smash it like the pisser. Appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. And make sure you follow Nina Infinity and Mr. Nick Rekieta. Get the hell on it. Doggone it.